simple. Look at that.
And there's like so many different things that you could talk about.
We're gonna make a shitty f***ing tier list. Best man in his life.
Oh my god, pump to God, FlyQuest over! Champion! Let's go, pump to God right there.
What it is, what it was, but most importantly, what it do, ladies and gentlemen. It is another night of rivals. This is the FlyQuest 41. Wisely, what is up, my man?
I am doing so well. It is a treat to be here. Also, you say that almost every time that you sign on to a broadcast, and I still do not know what it means. But that's okay. Up? Oh, I know. I know. It's just the vibe. We are here with FlyQuest Fight Series. This is the second time they've done Rivals. And guys, we've got over 100 nerds that have competed in a ladder bracket. That ladder is split in right now into the top 16 based on how well everyone did. Top 16 are going into the bracket, and we are going to see who takes home. I was going to say takes home $800, takes home their portion of $800. It's going to be a super sick night. I am super pumped about this.
Don't change the dial. I am in 30 FPS, and that's because my camera is broke. But this gameplay is going to be smoking. I cannot wait to see this. It's a kind of an offshoot for me because in Rivals 1, we never really looked at brackets ahead of time because there were always spoilers. So it's really interesting to see them kind of happening live now. So you're sitting here looking at all these names, and I'm like, oh, spoilers, we can't bracket. And then I'm just like, oh, we can now. Yeah, that is the joy of Rivals 2, and that is the joy, of course, of FlyQuest Fight Series. You were on for the first one, man. How'd that one go?
That was super fun. That was pretty close. I think it was in the first couple weeks of the game coming out. For anybody who doesn't know, in addition to Rivals, obviously I've been doing, Melee, PM, a bunch of different games for a long time. Low-key, also very into fighting games. I've played more Street Fighter than almost any other game for the last 2 years. So I've been watching a lot of the FlyQuest Fight series anyways. Huge shout outs to FlyQuest for supporting with their Fly Fighters program, for supporting so many different fighting games. So to just have Rivals in the mix for that kind of stuff was super sick. And as far as I can tell, it got good numbers. And they're like, hey, let's run this back. Let's do it again.
Sam, I don't know if you know this, but Cake Assault's in this bracket. I'm very excited.
Dude, it's not just Cake. Let's just go over some of the names in the projected bracket because
I'm looking at the 13th standings right now, my boy, and it is loaded.
Hit me with it because I just hit projected on Start GG and it gave me all of the wrong names, so I'm gonna fix that.
Right now, everything that's loaded in here is Human Lime, Remrin, Soul Rifle, Nbad, Sophilio, Zeus to Goose, Iota, and Marlin. So there is a little bit of everything right now. Marlin, it looks like, had lost to Zeus at some point, and Soul Rifle has lost to Cake Assault at some point. So we have a very, very interesting bracket as this lays out here.
Yep, I will say part of the ladder format is that you just play a sheer number of bracket matches. I guess not bracket tournament matches. You're gonna see a few more drops than normal, that kind of thing. I wouldn't put the full stake of a double elim loss on that, but that's still huge for Zeus. But considering, like you said, yeah, we have Human Lime, Soul Rifle, Remrin, Nbad. Like, there's some big names there. But we also have, that's out of the top 8. I know that we also... Okay, we actually are just seeing this now.
Shoutouts.
Marlin, Larry Lurr, who I didn't know was playing Rivals. That's sick. I don't know what character we're going to see.
You don't follow the man on TikTok. I watch Larry stream all the time. That's my boy.
I will say... The only reason TikTok's on my phone is as a content creator. My mental health goes down whenever I'm on that app. So,
oh man,
I post and immediately leave.
it's like nicotine, buddy. I'm here to hit the patch on there, man.
Oh, I've done that in the past. I'm not doing that anymore. The TikTok.
I check my weekly stats from time to time on the iPhone, and I spend roughly about 40 hours on Twitter and TikTok each week, and I should probably scale that back.
Rosa.
That's a lot.
Oh, that's not...
Wait, no, it's not 40. It's not 40. I'm sorry. It's like close to 10 apiece.
Okay.
Still
high, when you were admitting that you spent a full-time job on Twitter and TikTok, I was about to say, hey, we're not commentating anymore. We're going to stage an intervention instead.
This is an intervention right now.
Sorry, we're never getting hired for FlyQuest again because I need to help my friends now.
I wonder, I'm going to see if I can pull up my actual dates on it now while we're getting
All
everything
right.
loaded. I'm very excited.
Yep. While you're doing that, we also, I know we were saying before, there's names like Soul Rifle. Marlon is back now. There's so many different people that are in this that I'm super pumped about. We are currently waiting for the top 16 to like be fully finalized, get their last sets kicked up. That's why we don't have anything right now. So I want to tell a story really quick.
Yes,
because
this is a perfect time for it.
I told PP this right before we went live, and I asked him, I was like, Kevin, do you know how important you are to the Rivals scene? Like, not to like, oh, we all idolize Kevin, although we do. How important you are to the history of Rivals? He's like, I have literally no idea. So one sec. So for anybody who doesn't know, Kevin and SFAT entered a tournament like 9 years ago, literally like very end of 2016, beginning of 2017 kind of thing. And they entered one of these, it wasn't the Rivals Amateur Series, it was like the precursor to that. And because they entered and posted about it, that event went from getting normally like 20 people a week to getting 80 plus on that 1 week. And there's a good chunk of people that all of like, yeah, that was the first tournament I ever entered. Notable among those people, though, because it's not just the number of people that got into the game, is that there's two figures. One of them, the person who won that bracket and entered because she saw how large it was getting, partially because of ASFAT and PPU, was Penguin. That was the first bracket Penguin ever won, and then she went on to be one of the top 3 players in the world, perennially like number 2 in the world behind, Cake. One of the goats of the game. The other person is someone who kind of got their start because he actually beat SFAT and QPU back to back in losers.
And who was that person?
Yeah, well, 1 second. That was that person's very first Rivals tournament. They have now since gone on to do a lot of other stuff. They went to a Rivals regional the month after. That was me. So, because of Kevin, we now at least have Penguin and myself to thank for actually getting into the Rivals scene. Didn't bring that up as a way to brag because you know what? He had played Rivals for less than 3 days at that point. I didn't know what I was doing. But, like, it's this really cool history that now that Kevin, now that PPU is actually part of FlyQuest, is the person running the bracket, running this broadcast behind the scenes, like, wanted to be able to say thank you. Thank you for having that influence and getting more people involved, because you never really know who's paying attention. You never know who's going to enter because you're like, I don't know, I'm going to share this. We'll see what happens.
So to go through the rest of this top 16, because we had it up here for a second.
Yep.
Unless it looks like we're jumping right in. This is Sophelio and Dunk Skunk. Dunk Skunk is Endat, and I just saw them come on, so we have a banger to start things off with.
That makes sense. All right. Ooh, this is a tiebreaker. Wait, no, that can't be right.
No, that's the preload.
Yeah, I just realized that. I was like, wait, are we breaking the tie in top 16? No, we're good.
Now we are here. We are ready, guys. This is how top 16 kicks off.
Yeah, no worries. If you guys don't know Enbad is a phenomenal player. Enbad is the Maple right now. It's super well at Wave recently, but also was 50 in Rivals 1, is doing really well in Rivals 2. Definitely someone that if you're looking for different folks to watch out for, I know that obviously, especially with Rivals 1, Soul Rifle gets a lot of shine, Elkies, Hoppiness. There's a handful of folks, and that is someone you absolutely should have on your radar if you're a Maple player.
I gave him a hard time at Heatwave because I think this skin is just worst, but absolutely an unbelievable player.
This is my first time seeing the Alpha Red Excalibur and skin in action. as well. I forgot that it has the different colored fire.
Yeah. Now this is part of the creator or the content bundle, right?
Yep, this is part of the content creator bundle. This is an updated version. I think a lot of people know the Excalibur and skin from Rivals 1, but this is the not just that, because people are like, where did all of this like cardboard come from? This is from the Lovers of Aether, like Zetterburn doing cosplay costume.
We are nothing if not an interconnected universe.
Yes, we are. I do like that in the lore, Valentine's Day for Lovers of Aether does take place on April 1st. Canonically, in the Aether universe. I don't know why. Dan's just like that. Off the top? Ooh, no! Off the side! Doesn't quite hit it!
Oof.
Hey. Good job with that. Getting not just the tech chase down strong, but the follow-up to get him onto the platform in the first place. Sorry, get her onto the platform in the first place. Right. Alright, cool. Big stock coming out here for Sofio. Hello.
Yeah, you love getting this to be your first set of top 16, man. We're having just an absolute smash right off the stop, and that is going to be enough. Calls out that reach to the ledge from Sofilo. Nbad going up 1-0. Now, Sam, you have a little more familiarity with this than I do. This is obviously like a standard top 16 bracket now that we've made it here. But is this best of threes, best of five? Typically, do we like save best of five for like the end of the...
I actually do not know. I'm also being told by chat that it's Sofilo. So we have both been wrong in multiple different ways now. We will fix that one.
Shout out to chat.
Yup, thank you. It is winners, losers, and grands that are best of five. Got it.
Then this counter pick is that much more consequential. Going to Fire Capital, getting the bigger stage, saying, I am going to out-neutral you. Let's see how this goes.
I'm a little surprised. Not that I don't think stage picks are as defined as they are in other games, at least not yet this early into Rivals 2 lifespan. I tend to not like playing on this stage versus Maple, because Maple's real fast, and I don't want to chase her down the entire time.
Real fast, and like the way they can just cut off the stage with Lily and with the seed marker too, it is truly difficult to lock her down sometimes.
There we go. Ooh, we're getting a little bit more of the lore, the knowledge check. These two actually played in ladder, which will happen a lot, just because as long as you're queuing up, you can get 8 different sets before you even make it to top 16.
Sure.
But Sofilo beat Nbad in ladder, so we are also taking that into effect.
Huge little up air there. That little interaction saved a stock. Because coming down with that down B from Zetter will actually, like in that situation, or at the very least put them in a really tough recover angle for a more linear recovery like Maple. So really smart move there.
I was so impressed. I mean, it did lose the stock at the end there, but Sophie was like the neutral between dash dancing, the spacing, the fireball placements, everything was just worked Nbad to the corner. Does it again? Not cleaned it up yet.
Ooh,
That'll do it though.
Knew that side B from ledge was coming and just stepped back with that back air. Super, super smart spacing. And it is a even game. Zetter, man, these are some big buttons we're seeing from Sofilo so far.
Ooh. I actually really like that choice of the up strong. A lot of people would have gone for like a more standard, up tilt combo move. Yeah, you're still able to follow up on that one. Okay. Oh, just straight into the dash stack? All right.
Hey, the least expected option sometimes, man. It works.
I don't know. I usually do expect dash attack when I'm playing against Maple. I'll be real. I didn't expect that one in particular. Doesn't quite get the ledge.
I mean, that's such a tough situation, though. I mean, if you don't hit ledge there and you go over, you're most likely losing a stock. You have to play perfect in these scenarios.
Oh, no.
Speaking of playing perfect.
Is Terry on the other side
Yeah.
still? Terry? I think Terry was on the other side. We could have tethered. I would need to double check. No, that wasn't Terry. I think it was Lily. Never mind.
Yeah, I
never
was like, I have not seen NBAD drop Terry just yet, but
No.
definitely something to try
I saw
for
all
going
plants and
forward.
freaked out. I will learn my garden plants quick. Oh!
Another
That was
one.
slick!
I want to say that was actually fortunately at SD though. I think they went below ledge. I don't think that was going to ledge snap just from the angle they took.
I don't think it ledge snapped because Nbag got to the ledge so quickly.
Could be.
Like, I would need to see that situation again. All I know is that Nbag got there fast, and I think Zetter would have snapped to ledge if it wasn't occupied.
Either way,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that is the reaction times, man. Be able to do that quickly, and I'm not hitting that. So it's definitely impressive to see it like that. You see Cake playing off stream, winning 2-0 as well. Those are two people who have now punched into winners quarters here. Some other games going on for us in the background. Soul Rifle and Iota are in a 1-1 set. Applewiz and Human Line are in a 1-1 set.
Hey, if someone wants to take the name Soul Iota, though, I did like how that sounded. Someone just take that. You got a new gamer tag now. Ooh, it looks like we're gonna get Elkies and Gluteus on stream, as well as Zeus and Gakinga. I think both of those are gonna be some hype sets. Marlon
This is my
versus
boy.
Larry Lur is off stream. There we go. Ooh, I'm liking how many 1-1s we're seeing so far too. I genuinely think, like, especially in a best of 3 format for right now, I feel like you usually see a lot of just like, all right, we got the quick 2-0, whatever.
Right.
There's
not a lot of adaptation time.
Yep. Yeah, no, I think this is going to be, if what we just saw is any like indication, as well as, you know, the fact that so many of these are already going to game 3, it's going to be a banger evening.
Well, and like normally you get to these like ends of the events and you might have like Asashi in top 4. You might have Zeus in top 4. You might have Marlin and you might have Soul Rifle, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera,
Yeah,
et
you have
cetera, et
all
cetera.
of them. One of them's not getting top 4.
And like Cake entering a Rivals event online, I mean, historically is not something that happens super often. So
No.
it's nice to see Alex out here tonight.
Well, the real question is always going to be Cake versus his own internet. Like,
Yes.
does Cake's internet hold up? That's the real thing you have to wonder about, just as much as how is Cake going to play himself.
Mm-hmm. It's the Rock Lee training weights, if you will. I mean, that's what's really the difference maker on it. Won his match 2-0 over, I believe it's Mitchell with the Forsburn Loxodon matchup. So definitely a little bit of an easier one there, but still a long way to go for this.
Mm-hmm. I mean, Cake is one of the first people to tell you, like, hey, Forza's in a great spot right now. So, I think we have a lot of different characters repped in this top 16 as well.
Yeah.
I've seen a number of Maples, seen some Fours, seen some Orcane.
Crag's in there
We've got
too.
some Loxes. Like, you got everybody.
And of course, after Frosty, Marlon did obviously play a little bit of Edalus in there right at the end versus BioBurb. So we'll see if we maybe get some there online as well.
I know that's the joke right now, but we can't count that. Can we be real for a second? Yes, he played Edalus, but one
you
game,
think-
and after you, I think it was a double 3-stock beforehand.
Well, we don't need to talk about the context of it. We just need to talk about that it happened. We're living in the moment.
That's why I'm saying we should talk about the context just a little bit. Because I saw people that only saw the, like, not only just didn't see the Edalus, but they only saw, like, the thumbnail, and they're like, oh my god, Edalus made, like, moves in top 8. It's like, okay, guys, wait 1 second.
Right. People are just like, oh, I knew Edalus wasn't bad.
Like,
Ooh. Elky's moving with the Winter Stoke Maple. Much better than the Skunk Skin. And then, of course, you've got the Scarab Crag, which is probably one of the best skins in the game, in my opinion.
I love the Scarab Crag.
Oh.
Wait, what? How were we just dead immediately from that? All right.
Yeah, a little bit of a hill to overcome here, to say the very least, for Elky's, but definitely the type of player that's more than capable of doing it.
As long as we get one patented Elky stock, I'm happy. That's all I want.
Yeah, let me see some sort of Rube Goldberg shenanigans, and I'll be a happy boy.
If there's a wrap re-wrap combo and if Poppy is involved somehow, that's all you need. Okay. Ooh, just goes for the runoff. Gets the ground.
Throw?
Yeah, I don't know if Gluteus could have done anything there. I think we were low enough, so close to the blast zone that I was just actually dead to rights.
That's so stupid, but so funny.
I've seen other characters. I've never seen it with that throw because you go so low before the throw even actually lets go the other character.
Right, exactly. I mean, you're just like teleported into the blast zone.
I literally need to. I need to ask Elkies, like, how many people have you done that to? How many Crags have cried because of you?
Oh, trust me, I'm sure they are feeling every second of this right now.
Oh yeah. Okay.
But even with that, I mean, Gluteus is still in a pretty advantageous position just because of how that first stock ended for Elkies.
Well, not only took that, but even if you ignore how early that first stock was, still would be neck and neck right now. Ooh, the nair. Okay, wait. Tries to get the forward air out, instead gets called out. This is a really rough spot. Yeah.
Yep. And that downward momentum from the block just makes it really tough to have that hard DI in. You just don't really get a chance to make it over like that, which way you see her just drop straight down.
I do need to tell you, normally I don't look at chat this much, but we have been given the okay from FlyQuest to keep things casual today. In fact, not given the okay, they've asked us to keep things casual. NBAD has some stern words for you in chat right now.
Is it about his skin?
It's exactly about his skin. He's not happy with the skunk slander.
It's not a good skin. I said this in Arizona. I'll say it in Florida. It's not a good skin.
You said it in person. I didn't know that this goes that personal. Got it.
We had this discussion at Heatwave. I was just like, man, you can't play like Winter Stoat, like such a good one. And he's just like, no, I like this one. And I was like, all right. I don't think Maple has gotten enough love when it comes to skins just yet, so I'm hoping that it's more we'll see along the way. I feel like it's an underrepresented character so far.
Ooh. Wait. No. All right.
Dang,
I was like,
Gluteus has got
there's a
these
magic
setups
way
on
to
stage.
return. I'm so impressed by Gluteus right now. Okay. Say Elkies keeps throwing herself in harm's way, and every time Gluteus is like, I mean, fine, I'll take advantage of this, and then goes for, isn't overcomplicating it, is doing good punishes, and it's just like, I mean, fine, you threw yourself off stage, I will definitely kill you now. Big into the rock, I love that!
Yeah, this is hiring an assassin to kill yourself, is what is occurring. I respect the charge. Was it a good call? No, but I just still respect it. Oh, okay.
I'm surprised that Lily didn't activate so little sooner, but hey. Right, on the board at least, but I feel like Elkies has just constantly played this set down. And, Gluteus absolutely taking advantage of it, but Elkies just putting herself into some rough spots. Good job getting out of the corner and gets a reversal.
You have got such a hill to climb when you put yourself down in these situations, and it's not even them putting themselves down. Gluteus is actively doing this. So it is really surprising to see the difference on it.
Ooh,
as we say that, Samuel.
To be fair, who is ready to get the tech on reverse fair? Good job. Are we getting? Yeah, I would say we're going towards Lily, getting into the danger zone.
You've got it lurking in the background. Great roll from that nair there.
Honestly, yeah. Especially when you have so little room to roll on the platform, still actually getting the iframes and positioning. Grab. Oh, was scoping out the jump, doesn't quite hit it. This might go into the dunk. Yeah.
Yep. The Elden Ring is still as effective as it ever was, baby.
Someday, someone will give me a good reason that that's called the Elden Ring.
It's the Elden Ring.
That's the problem. That is the reason that I've always been told is it's just we just called it that.
The closest I've ever seen to lore on it is that you're like jumping into battle, like it's like jumping attacks pretty big in Elden Ring, and obviously you have a higher damage output from them as well because they kill faster. That's the closest I've seen to lore on it. And then I asked ZB about it, and ZB's just like, "Nope."
Okay,
I was playing Elden Ring. I was like, "Fair enough, buddy. Whatever."
To be fair, compared to some of the names that things have in Rivals, that's a positively normal one. So I guess we'll take it.
I mean, you've got things like the Larry and the Shoop the Whoop and all the other Claren tech, but yeah, the Elden Ring is definitely one that's just a little bit cooler, and you're just leaves people going, "Why is it called that?" And you're just like,
Clarens do certainly know how to name things. They don't know how to name them well, but they do know how to name things.
We have names for things. We sure do.
Mm-hmm.
And then I see from FlexJork, it's a big boss move according to ZB, so that makes sense.
I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. All right. So Marlon did take that 2-0 over Larry. We already saw that NBAD, so we're going to be seeing Marlon versus NBAD on stream at some point. I am very excited to see Zeus versus Gakinga. If you're not aware, I think a lot of people like Zeus has gone a little under the radar for a lot of folks. Zeus
I don't know, man. Like if you haven't been watching online Rivals, maybe, but like if you've been watching online events, Zeus is out here grinding.
And that's what I meant is there are a lot of people, myself included, I am way more likely to watch something if it's an in-person event. But Zeus is grinding and has been doing so well. Not only has been grinding in online tournaments and doing well, but also, at least for a while, was literally #1 on the ranks ladder. Is currently going through a stream challenge to get every single character to master. Like, Zeus is really dang good at Rivals 2. And then Gakinga is a very, very good Lox who, if you want to know more, has a whole YouTube channel laying down everything you'd want to know about this character.
I'm very excited for when the big bodies get together. I am a Claren main, but I have a Loxodont heart. And so whenever I get to see this character played on a top level, I'm like, yeah, I should do more of that. That's cool. And then I also unfortunately see that Loxodont get just bopped around the screen a little bit. So,
sure,
with any luck, they will continue to buff the Flame Emperor.
He's fine. He's fine.
Sam, I like my characters to be top tier. Mind your business.
Oh, I know. Everyone else, when they're like, man, my character needs buffs, they are like, talk about their character because they think they're like the worst in the game.
Yeah.
I've known Brosa for almost a decade at this point.
Yep.
At least like 7 years. You've been asking for your characters to get buffed because they're #2 in the game and not #1. So,
Whoa.
I'm not saying your characters have ever been second best in the game, but that's the vibe. You're like, if they're not absolutely broken, they should be buffed.
That was true for Smash 4. Because I wanted Rosa to be the best character in the game because Rosa was super cool, and you as a puppet main player should appreciate it.
She's not a puppet character. I don't. That's not valid in my mind. Anyways, continue. Next point.
She has a puppet.
Nope, we're not arguing about this. We're talking about Rivals now.
In Rivals 1, Claren was, I would say, not the worst character in the game, but very close. She was a melee character in PM, really. And now Claren is a point that I can't complain, and it sucks because that character's so good in this patch.
Claren's actually good, and you're like, oh no, I actually might be carried now.
Oh no, absolutely not. You have to be successful. But I do enjoy the first world benefits now. But we are into this, and we got 2 kaijus swinging on each other.
Especially with the skin, the Abyss skin versus the Primal one.
We out here, Sam. This is sick.
Yep. And they're fighting on a rooftop. It's just King Kong versus Godzilla.
Yeah, this is Rampage, like whatever you need it to be.
Ooh, you're right. No, Rampage is a way better call out for that one.
Ooh, nice
an elephant in the next Rampage, if there is one ever.
There wasn't an elephant in Rampage. It was a woolly mammoth.
Was there? Okay, there we go.
Or at least I think there. It makes sense that there would be, but there hasn't been a Rampage game in a minute. So what does the Beetle do in this matchup is the question, because right now, Kinga is moving, and that fair is just so much space that Zeus would normally have such an easy time with.
You say that, but it is. I mean, it's not even percent extra 50. For these two characters, this feels about as even as you're gonna get. They're both at kill percent. Let's say that.
That's true. That is true.
Exactly.
And he's dead.
Exactly. Oh my god. Shoots the eyeball right back in his face.
The angles of these projectiles that these two characters have is actually going to be really interesting for this, because you kind of see this like low arc that Rock typically takes, and then the eyeball can go in a million directions, which is so interesting about Loxodon, in my opinion.
I think it's one of the coolest things about Lox is I think you get so much expression from each player in how they use eyeball, how they use their projectile. Whether you're shooting it directly, you're playing ping pong with it, you're just using it to take space. Ooh, I love that recovery. We used the down special stall, we used the wall jump, we did everything in the toolkit.
Ooh, call the jump.
Yep. Uses the neutral special to get a little bit more space.
Oh, that reverse fair was so sick.
Zeus absolutely showing why we need to put respect on the name right now.
Zeus to goose, Zeus to goat, whichever it is, man. This man is moving.
Yeah, I don't know if either of these two are going to Genesis, but obviously that is the big thing in 2 weeks.
I don't believe Zeus is, just because FlyQuest, at least that's the last I saw from him on Twitter.
I need to see Zeus at an in-person thing.
He was saying that it's $1,000 for the flight, but man, if you win this, you get a
Zeus from?
I don't know, but you get a good chunk of that back if you win this event, buddy.
I'm gonna say FlyQuest is treating us well. He's not getting $1,000 for winning though.
I said it's a chunk. It's a chunk. And that was a ass 2 stock after a very, very, very close first stock there. I mean, Zeus just took over.
Yeah, man, I mean, that was, we just barely saw, like, the number of times that I was like, oh, I'm really impressed by Kikinga right now. I kept calling out Kikinga's recovery, which I think is a sign that he was off stage a lot, because Zeus just fully was in control when they were on stage.
I think the first stock was a really great example of what they were doing. Like, the way they used eyeball and the way they used to control neutral and be able to move across the stage with, like, your little baby dash jabs was super, super clean. Unfortunately, what happens with Loxodon is that once you get hit once, you get hit 18 times and you die. Whereas Crag's got enough of movement options where he can kind of get away from things. Lox is just too darn floaty.
Oh no, you're playing a heavy character in a fighting game? No way.
Listen, there's a reason DDD sucks, okay? Like, this is the example that we have had. Like, hey, he's heavy and he's floaty. Is this character good? Typically, no. There are examples. Unless they're in Rivals. Because Rivals heavies are usually significantly better than their other platform fighter counterparts. That's fair.
Not saying that they're top tier suddenly, but usually better. You're talking all this trash about Lox right now. I think most people agree that Lox is in a good... Oh, dear, I was scared. I was so scared. The other character on the screen right now is... Crag, another big heavy. Obviously not a floaty, is the fastest fast faller in the game.
No, and like, it's fair to say across all of Rivals too, right? Is like, there really isn't a low tier. There might be one now, but like, typically you could say that like every character is fairly strong outside of some maybe polarizing matchups.
That killed?
Yeah. Yeah, that
you just got it like that right now?
Sometimes you leave the eye at the house, okay? Get your keys, you get your wallet, you get your cell phone, you forget your directional influence.
Especially knowing like some of the other options that Crag has. I think most people are DIing expecting down throw into something. And then every once in a while they're like, nope, hold this.
Yeah, you just get the Ken crazy throw off stage. I really like this defensive movement from Zeus right now. Just these little like teeny tiny dashes back and forth. When you're at 120%, it's a detrimental position to be in. But you got to hit them to be able to kill them. So that's where things get tricky right now. That view reverse empty neutral downbeat was sick as a movement option from Kikinga though.
Absolutely. Okay, let's see here. Oh wow, gets the ledge so quickly. Gotta throw the rock down. Yep. He just waits it out. Back throw. We rinse, repeat. I mean, it's so clear that. Oh my God, that was not the aerial I expected.
And neither did Gakinga.
No.
Up throw, back air, baby. We got kill throws.
Up throw, back air on a fast faller. Oh, we are having a good time.
Now, just do that 18 more times, and this will be a game 3 set.
Hey, we can see it. We can do it.
Quick
Lox
grab
also
there.
does have straight up chain grabs on Crag. You do have to get a pummel, but I mean, there's different things that you can make happen here.
It just has to keep this percentage low right now, and those little grabs like that are not the way to do it, unfortunately.
Look, Zeus is getting so many command grabs, whether it's the roll cave doesn't get the tech.
You're just
Are we
dead.
able to get back up? No, we're not.
No, not going to be
We're
close.
not.
No resources available either. It's rough.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, whenever it's below the camera on towards the bottom blast, I'm like, I don't know how early we teched yet. Are we going to survive this or are we not? And the answer is no, we are not.
I have seen a ton of movement monsters in this game, and I just want to shout out to Joppy real quick in the chat. Always love your Twitter content, bro. Super
Yappy is
sick to see.
Yappy is super sick. You know Yappy from Melee, right?
Yeah, of course.
Cool.
I mean,
You started with Smash 4. I didn't know.
I know. Yeah,
what
I
you
know
followed
Yappy
from old school Melee.
I know Yappy from Game Zone Quick first and foremost. Thank you very much.
Oh, that's wild. All right.
And then it rolled over to Melee, and I was like, "Oh, sick!"
It's the same person. Yeah. There we go.
Oh man, this is off to a very, very fun start here. This has been some really, really great matches. We just got a message. We're going to losers round 1, and we weren't supposed to stream losers, but Kevin wants Larry Lur on stream, and I
just
want
want to see
Lur
Larry
on stream.
So I did not know that Larry was playing Rivals. Apparently you did. What character are we going to be seeing?
So I've seen him play a couple, but it's mostly been Zetter.
Ooh.
So
Okay.
I'll be scrolling through on TikTok through work, and he streams on TikTok all the time. If you're not following him, follow him on there. Follow him on YouTube. Larry Lur is
all right.
everywhere. So he is trying to stream. It seems like almost daily now. So it's always cool to be flipping through at work and just going, "Oh, Larry's on stream. I'll watch Larry for a little bit." And yeah, no, we're really, really excited to see top 16 Larry Lur, man. I mean, that's something. You have a killer's row on here, so this is not just like somebody picking up the game for a little bit. You are doing a lot if you're making top 16 in this tournament.
It's been a
Sam.
while. Yeah, no, I think we just saw the same chat message.
Oh,
it's been a
yeah.
while since I've been read so hard on chat. That's so funny.
If craft beer was a person, that is spot on. You have no idea how Midwestern this man is.
I can't even argue. I'm not drinking a craft beer right now, but I would be so down
could
for a
be.
stout currently. Yeah, we are getting Larry Lur versus Sophie Lowe. We saw Sophie earlier. Also, it was getting some word from Envad and a couple other people. I didn't realize how young Sophie was. She's 17.
Wow.
Like, that is a fairly common thing for Rivals players, just because the game was online, it was on PC. There was a lot of Rivals players that got into Rivals 1 specifically, because they're like, oh, I love Melee, I love ult, but I don't have a console, I can't get it. But Rivals 1 can run on a potato, and I have an old family laptop at home, whatever. So a lot
Sure
of people
can.
started with Rivals from that. So like, when I mentioned that Penguin and I had the same first tournament, or at least like same era of first tournaments, I was just out of college then. I was like, I think 21, 22 at the time. She was 14. Like, that's just how it goes. I met Cake and Penguin when they were both 14, and now they're both actual adults, and it's still very strange to me. But that's because I'm old now.
Well, I mean, you see the splits between it too, because, you know, much like us, Larry, not a spring chicken. So we have generational of age differences here between like these competitors, because you know, Def goes all the way back to Melee and Brawl.
Ooh,
and,
Def. Yeah, I forgot that was the call out. That was the old tag for Larry. Does
Yes.
everyone hate Falco? Mm-hmm.
And this is going to be exciting because we have the Zitter Ditto on top of this. Buttons are going to be pressed.
I see chat's just a little biased, or not chat, stream is just a little biased, but that's all right. That's all right. Both are using vaguely purple skins. We've got the deeply purple Abyss, and then the purple version of their, like the deep blue purple on the Excalibur. Okay, off this. Oh, I thought we were getting one more recovered. All right, all right.
Not the best. However, this is just getting started.
Hey, sometimes this character just does that, especially to himself. Like, if anybody's good at blowing up Zetter, it is also Zetter. Turns out, Spaceys and Fast Fallers love comboing Spaceys and Fast Fallers. Ooh, I love that extension from Sophie! There we go.
Tough break on the down smash miss. However, I don't think Sophie's going to give them another chance here.
No. Like I said, I was not aware of Sophie before the last set that we saw, and I'm deeply impressed so far. Ledge forces a recovery. I like that, actually just going right back down to ledge.
Shout out to our stream runner. I love the differentiating between Zetter with black hair and Zetter with pink hair.
We're trying. I think even if you're like, well, one of the Zetters wearing cardboard, on the fly, it's hard to tell. They're both moving so quickly. If it was like
the giant eyeball versus the not giant eyeball.
Yeah. Oh, one of them's wearing a shirt. It has the A for Alpha Rat on it.
One of them is high school educated, the other one is a demon from hell.
Yes. Exactly.
Which, I mean, some would argue that high school is hell. I mean, we can check with Sophie afterwards.
Okay, ooh, into the down air, not gonna kill yet, not at that percent.
A real one would have upbeat downward there. I'm just saying. Reverse bomb soldier.
Hey, do you remember in Rivals 1 when that... Oh wait, I haven't seen this win screen.
Neither have I.
We got a sword? All right. Do you remember Rivals 1 when that was just actually a valid strategy?
Yeah.
When Zetter doing up special
in Rivals 2 when it was a valid strategy?
No, I'm saying the spot when it was taken out of Rivals 1 when you would up special like on top of the other person as they're recovering, and it would send them the opposite way.
Yep.
I got so many dumb kills with that at the time. I was like, none of this is deserved. As soon as it was nerfed, I was like, yeah, that makes sense. I don't know why it was in the game for so long. Big shine. Big shine.
Bro, these kids in their APM, I just can't do it, buddy. That's why I do this, man. I can sit here and talk about it, but I ain't pushing those buttons that fast.
Okay, we're old. We're not like crippled and decrepit now. Come on.
Okay, neither of us is Daigo. Shut up.
Right. And I guess I literally play on box because of hand pain. So who am I to say? That was such a deep forward air.
Larry, we are back, baby.
I can't believe Larry has made me pop off and get impressed for Zetter doing fair into fair into fair, but here we are.
That's the Larry effect, brother.
Yup. It was so far off stage.
On a stage like this, too, where recovering is not guaranteed if you go that far out.
Recovery's not, but because Zetter has that dive bomb that you can jump out of after, it's shockingly good for Zetter as long as you're DIing up into the corner. Because you can dive bomb and then you jump back.
Yeah, you're Captain Falcon off stage. Man, we are just bobbing and weaving between these two characters right now. Ooh.
Big down air, doesn't get the tech chase off of it. Not gonna kill without any fire.
Nice forward throw there. Yeah, that'll do it. This stage is really tough to DI on, too. You saw that angle that Larry was headed towards. With how low this ceiling is and where they were positioned on that side platform, it is tougher than normal to not die there. Yeah. But Larry, man, living like
Larry's
we're
adapting.
Back.
Larry is adapting right now. I'm sure the man is streaming this too, so make sure you're checking that out.
Oh
later.
Yeah, he was online earlier. I was on through Twitter and I was like, oh, playing in FlyQuest tournament. I'm just like, shut up.
Sick. Also, because this event got over 100 entrants, I think the exact wording is the FlyQuest social media manager would ask Kevin to unretire for a day. I don't think it was Kevin will for sure do it, but we'll get some confirmation at some point, I'm sure.
Ooh, that's a good point. Larry.
Hey, the back air. Oh, I thought that was going to be into an up strong. He has not landed yet. Hey. Oof. Hey, that was such a long stock.
That shine was so nasty.
The purple.
That shine was so nasty.
Okay.
I saw them come down from the platform with the back air, and I was like, they're not gonna hit that back. Sophie knows that's coming. But that shine though,
the shine did. The shine will do it.
That shine will do it, baby.
Mm-hmm.
And Larry forcing game 3 versus Sophie. Let's go.
Dude, we weren't supposed to stream losers. We just were biased and decided we wanted Larry on stream. This is losers round 1, and it's this bombastic already.
I just think we need to give credit to our great social media team and Kevin Toy, obviously. Picking great commentators, clearly, and then picking great matches.
Hey, saying picking great commentators, you should be thanking me for that, buddy.
That is also true.
I mean, obviously it's their pick, but I was on for the first one. They're like, "Hey, do you want to do it again?" And also, like, who do you want to be on with you? And I was like, here's like a handful of different names.
And I was the first one to respond because I'm chronically online.
Hey, we almost got the TriCast of you, me, and Nick, but Nick is getting a cat tomorrow, so he can't.
Ooh, shout outs to cats.
Yeah, I was like, wait, why? He's like, I cannot stay up too late, and I'm on the wrong coast. I'll be up till like 2 in the morning. I'm like, come on, stay up too late once. He's like, I'm getting a cat tomorrow. I can't do this.
Dude, real ones remember the RCS events where my 2 Sphinx cats would just sit in my lap the entire tournament and would just sit on commentary with me.
Mm-hmm.
But we got 2 cats on screen right now. It's that white Sam.
So let's do. This is a kitty battle. Okay.
Oh.
He's got claws. We're going up to the top last zone. If he takes the first stock again, but we saw that happen last time. He charged, but on Fire Capital. That's not killing quite yet. Ooh. Never mind, that might. No, we get the jump back. That is the jump I was talking about. You use your down special and you get that back. And that's why Harbor isn't nearly as bad for the space as you would expect.
Mm-hmm. Larry's gotta close this up, though. His damage is piling up from Sophie right now. Ooh, the trade? All right, Larry.
Trade? Yeah. Yeah.
The slowest up there.
It's the, like, steez up tilt of, like, I don't need to hit the fast buttons. I just need the one that works. So you try to make it look lazy? All right.
Yeah, right.
I know that's a big thing in it was at least used to be a big thing in like skateboarding culture. Okay. Oh, they're just scrapping. Gets hit by the forward air. Yeah. Yep.
I was gonna say Larry's been holding hard out on a lot of these hits to avoid like the combo finishers, and then Sophie just reads that so easily and goes, "All right, well I'm gonna fear you, and if you DI this poorly, you die." You're trying to hold out so you don't get hit by a back air or a shine and have that follow up. Oh my God, we almost got it. Instead gets reversed for her troubles. That's a fairly early stock, especially on Fire Capital. And we are at Super Saiyan %, and we are off Super Saiyan %, but we are still Larry. You had time to shout out, and then it immediately disappeared. Great parries. I've seen so many good parries coming out from both of these players, actually. Larry's platform reads have been so good, too. Mm-hmm. Oh, I mean, it's what you get from just years and years of experience. But that's what you get from the young guns coming out to play the fast APM straight into the up strong. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So back to the AARP Club old timer. It is here for the high schoolers. But shout out to Larry. He played so well. That's my goat. That's mean. That's mean. We're both over 30. You can't do him like that. My screens have gone. We're back. My screens are freaking out right now. I was like, wow, you're really holding this pose for a long time. That's all right. We're going to get you a new camera. No, I'm hardcore frozen. So no worries. No, it's my computer. This is funnier this way anyways. I'm cool with it.
You held that salute like it was such a solid salute.
07 in the chat, boys.
Yep. one of those, you know, you have to stay as still as possible.
Right.
One of those frozen statues.
Tomb of the Unknown Smasher, baby.
Mm-hmm. All right, we're getting a lot. Let me pull this bracket back up quick. You've seen some goats on stream already. I keep pulling up. Okay, that's the one thing about ladder events is that I keep pulling up the thing that doesn't show me what the bracket is now. There we go. I found it.
Ooh.
All right.
Aiken
Soul Rifle
Zeus.
Apple Whiz.
Aiken Zeus is going to be a banger set.
I'm really glad that at least all of quarters is going to be on stream. Marlon Nbad is going to be okay. We can't just name all of the good sets because we're just going to name all of the sets.
That is true.
I do really wish we were watching Asashi versus Elkies right now. I hope one of them is streaming or at least is recording that because
Asashi is the Claren, right?
Banger waiting to happen. Asashi's played a number of characters. I believe is stuck to Claren the longest. In beta was playing Rano. Was a Falco. Was a top Falco in Melee. Got top 100. But Claren is the sole main currently, at least.
Shoutouts.
Mm-hmm. So
Person of culture and genius at the very least.
wait, Remrin beat us. I was gonna say who sent Asashi to losers. That's a good win for Remrin. That's a very solid win for Remrin. If you told me Asashi versus Remrin and then Elkies versus Gluteus was happening, and then the winners of that is going to be Remrin versus Gluteus, I would have lost some money on that bet.
Now, to circle back around to a conversation we were having earlier, Claren's in a very, very healthy place in this meta right now. It is very nice to see it. I don't think she's like number 1 or number 2, but she's the best she's ever been, which is really nice.
I think the game is in a very good spot right now, considering I have asked a number of people who they think are the best character in the game, and for every 5 people I ask, I get like 7 different characters named.
Well, it could be in a better position because no one is answering Claren.
I have seen people answer Claren. I've heard Rester, I've heard Maple, I've heard Setter, I've heard Claren.
They are dirty,
I do think
filthy
some
liars.
of those people are more correct than others. I'm still waiting for someone to tell me Idolist, but we'll get there.
Right.
In a patch, but we'll get there.
Man, we were talking about it the other day. My my very, very good friend, my shared birthday / old roommate, training partner Zinfu, is picking up the bear and really, really is excited for it. And I am just fucking dog walking this man every time we play, and I feel so bad. And he's just like, no, it's fine. Like, I don't mind playing this matchup. And I'm like, yeah, but I feel bad.
No, I just think Daedalus needs a little bit of help. He'll get there. No worries.
Yeah, for
Do
sure.
you want to make a big shout out quick? Nope, I'm going to interrupt you. We got Evo voting going on right now. If you are not aware, Evo is doing an award show for the first time. I believe it's in February. It might be in March if I have that wrong. Maybe it's even in April. I don't know anymore. But Evo is doing... It's February. Sick. Cool. Evo is doing an award show. I'm super pumped. I'm going to be watching for sure. And there's things like Best Commentator, Best Pop-Off, Set of the Year, a bunch of different stuff. Guys, FlyQuest is putting us on there, supporting us, partially because Rivals is going to be at Evo, and Rivals is also nominated. I'm going to tell you, we're probably losing what we're nominated for, but I'm glad we made it, because we are getting nominated for Game Release of the Year. Unfortunately, so is Tekken 8. So, we got some hills to climb, but go vote.
Do you know who's not losing? Best moment, Punk winning Evo.
Oh, yes. Punk winning Evo, the first American to win Street Fighter at Evo, I want to say
Ever.
in like over a decade. I wanted to say ever, for sure over a decade. Like a monumental moment for fighting games.
Listen, I remember
voted for
the
that.
Street Fighter 5 event where we're
Anyways.
celebrating L.I. Joe making top 8 losers. And we're
Just
like, whoa, an
making
American
top
made
8 at
top 8,
all.
let's go, baby.
Yeah.
USA, and then immediately got smacked, and I was just like, what are you going to do? Oh, man, this is going to be a good set. The Marlon versus Nbad. good to have Marlon back at events. We'll see how these tournament results go. Obviously, with Frosty under his belt and Genesis coming up soon, had kind of taken that early #1 spot for Rivals 2. And then Cake was like, "Hey, I'm Cake, by the way." But now that they're both back at events, we'll kind of see how this kind of plays out. I'm excited to see what happens in a couple weeks. I know who I've got my money on, but that's no surprise to anybody that has ever seen me commentate. I am a true blue, dyed-in-the-wool Cake Assault stan. That's my son, if you don't know. But Marlon, a killer player, Enbad, a killer player. Let's see how this goes. We are resetting.
Got it. I was like, I've never seen that. Apparently that's what happens when you reset and you're spectating. Cool. But yeah, obviously Marlon had not been able to enter anything for a minute, but then went to Rusty Faustins and just cleaned up. Like,
yeah.
It was like, hey, it was like never left.
Breaks off of everybody.
Yeah. Double 3-stocked bio in Grands, and that's why the bear came out. Because he's like, well, might as well.
Yeah, Frosty was actually a pretty huge event Asian-wise for Rivals, and I will always take every chance to hype them up because, to my knowledge, is the first time at like a large-scale like routine event like that. Like we've had several Frosty Fausties that Rivals actually outplaced Ultimate entrance-wise, and it was like by 1 or 2.
That, yeah,
but it's still super sick to see. There was like 400 entrants at Frosty Fausting. There's 512 at Genesis this year, and with EVO around the corner, man, I think 600, 700.
We'll see. I've been saying that. I think there's a very strong chance that EVO could get more entrants than Genesis. I will say you're off by a little bit of a scale on Frosties, but that's fine.
What do you mean?
You doubled the numbers, but that's chill.
Oh, whatever. It still had more than Ultimate. That was my point.
Yep. We've gotten some confirmation. The players are they're trying to find a server that is more middle of the line for both of them. So one of the things about Rivals 2 is that it is rollback netcode, but it is server based, and so you have times where one person has much better ping than the others, and they're trying to find one that's like middle of the road for both.
I'm looking at chat. Plup says Claren's the #1 character in the game, but Iota is correct. Claren and Crag is a not fun matchup. I do not enjoy myself when I have to play against the bug. I work so hard and I do so much, and then he just goes off stage and pillars, and I'm like, what do I do? I'll see you back in neutral, buddy.
Wait, you said Plup.
Yep. In the chat,
where are you seeing Plup in chat?
No, Plup. Someone is saying Plup says.
Oh.
We're getting secondhand Plup in chat.
Got it. Okay. I see. I didn't realize it was secondhand Plup.
Yes.
It's like, I know Plup plays, but I don't see that name anywhere. There we go.
Plup is wrong, but that's fine.
You desperately need Plup to be wrong so that you can keep asking for buffs. I know your strategy here.
Samuel, you have no idea how much of a dog I am. Claren could be #1 by a wide margin, and I'd still say give her Raster up B.
You would still be being like, hey guys, I think up special should kill off the top. I don't know.
Until the day I die. Till the day I die. Every time someone kills with that, chat, it's the Broza. It's fine. If you didn't know, now you know. Tell a friend. That's my thing. That's
to be
what
fair,
I
do
shoot for.
Usually shout you out when I do see it kill. I was like, someone's Brosa would be proud.
Listen,
when someone goes for it and it doesn't kill, Brosa would be sad.
No, so when it doesn't kill, that's the Brosa, obviously.
True.
No, GPIC does the same thing, and it makes me laugh so hard. Someone in chat, is Cake playing on farm internet? Yes.
We assume so.
Absolutely, yes. Also, shout out to Zaro. I don't know if you saw Marlon's in-game tag, but it's I love you so much, Zaro. This is a quick start on Julesville here, and just absolutely suffocating the corner right now.
This is Enbad on the Maple, Marlon on the Arcane. Ooh, okay. Marlon was the past few months has not been playing, but before that was clearly the undisputed #1, especially beta to launch. So we are very interested to see how that. I mean, and based on what I've seen, has remained fully up to speed. Okay. Ooh, I would say if Hendad gets this though, not dead, because of all the different ways that Arcane has to recover, you kind of have to blast on the fish.
Yeah, no, it's really tough. Like in Rivals 1, it was a lot easier to kind of put Arcane into just like a death situation. But in this game, I mean, there's so much movement options. But that is an even stock piece here. Like down strong.
Okay.
Tough situation there. Gets back safely, but does get grabbed for their troubles.
All right, I see the PPU question, the Kevin question in chat. I will explain that between games. That is a great one. Ooh, goes down. All right, I was wondering if we were going to go for the going into the puddle or the Orca hop. There we go. Oh, great parry. Anytime someone gets a parry on Lily in the middle of a combo, I'm just impressed. It's almost like watching a speedrunner do routing.
It's one of those little things where you can really tell how familiar somebody is with the Maple matchup. Because even on the top level, you can still get blown up sometimes on accident. But like between that or like knowing how to like pause your moves to not get like interrupted by Maple down air is a great example of it too. Because like you can just throw that out when she's floating above you.
Ooh, into Lily. Now there is the puddle on the side, so the question is, can you cover both spots? Interesting choice going into the down tilt. And there we go. Parries it right back. The frames we got of the weight on there.
It's such a tough situation, and that's why you see a lot of Orcanes use that puddle on the other side of the stage. You know, it's not like Lily. Like Maple wants to fight around Lily because it's such a great assist. Like Orcane's just like, hey, the puddle can be anywhere. I have a good enough tools that I'm fine regardless of where I'm at. Like, it's such a big difference for them now. You can just say, hey, great, I'll fight over here and recover when I'm done. And that is jab 3 stock. Is that what killed there?
Did that just jab that killed? I'm used to seeing forward tilt kill when it looks a little silly. But I guess sometimes you're holding out, expecting a combo, and the third jab will just take you for a ride anyways.
We are making
Quick,
decisions
since
here.
I think they're going to run into it. People have been asking about getting height off of up B when you don't have puddle out. You hold shield, you won't go into the puddle. You can also cancel the beginning frames of the up special by inputting air dodge, and that's called an Orca hop. Okay.
Oh, God. Yeah,
And so what you do is you're canceling the momentum from the beginning of your up special by air dodging, and it carries the momentum through.
Sam, I'll be honest with you. I've been playing Rivals for 10 years. I didn't know how to do that, so thank you.
It's fine. I knew what it was and didn't know the inputs until much later than I would care to admit.
Same. That was my thing. I knew like what it was, but if you like held a gun to my head and say, "Hey, perform this tech," or it's over, and I'm like, "All right, well."
Hey, I think my job is always to know how things work, not know how to actually input them myself.
There.
Or I guess know how to get my hands to do the right thing.
Oh. Chat is correct and going Orca hop, my boy.
Orca is using the jump. Yeah, that's what I meant. You're using the jump into. Isn't it jump into up special, or did someone tell me wrong as well?
Hey, listen, could be misinformation.
If someone told me wrong too, then I have brought you secondhand misinformation, and I would like to apologize.
Now, as we say this, Inbad is actually doing their damnedest to steal a stock away from Marlon right now.
Jump into up special, not the air dodge. You're right. Okay. We've gotten the clarification.
Oof, the bubbles into the more bubbles. Nothing is more frustrating than being stalled out in a game where you're supposed to be moving fast.
Sorry, I will explain something later. Anyways. Okay.
Ooh, doesn't get the strong hit there. Still just in a tough situation for Embed right now.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Not close on that kill though, unfortunately.
Ooh, I love that weight. The weight in the corner there just is like, all right, I'm not going to try to overextend on this tech chase. I will wait for you to make a mistake, though.
See, this is an interesting situation for me because normally I'm the one that's misinformed and just talking. So please, wisely, the floor is yours.
So as soon as chat mentioned it, it's like, I know why I switched that around in my brain. It's because if you hold shield, if you hold the basically cancel, it's the same way you cancel like Zetter's non-special, you don't go into the puddle even if you have it out. And so in my mind, that was air dodge, but it's actually the way that you jump and then use the up special momentum. You don't have to hit shield unless you're not trying to go to your puddle and it's already out. That's why. We got there. We got there. I haven't done my getting Orcane to level 50 yet, so
It'll be a long stream.
Hey, level 50 is just time in. It doesn't mean I need to be good at it.
You know the secret for that, right, by the way?
What?
So it's based on damage done. So if you play doubles or free-for-all, you get a faster level grind.
Yeah, well, unfortunately for me, my stream challenges of getting everyone to level 50 means that I also need to play them in ranked so that I have an idea of how they play in a serious match. So it takes a lot longer. But yes, so the Orca Hop, you are canceling your jump momentum with up special. It's just if you hold shield, you don't go into the puddle if it's out. Which is why I always, in my brain, think, you're canceling it with air dodge. It's not true. It's just my brain being dumb. Let's see, I see here we're likely getting Soul Rifle versus Apple Whiz. We're likely getting there.
Either way, it's going to be a smash.
Mm-hmm. Nope.
And then
I've seen Apple doing really well in a lot of brackets lately. So I'm not as... I've seen their play. I'm not as familiar. I know plays Raster, so we are likely getting... I mean, Soul Rifle, I feel like, is playing a different character every week, but for the last few that I've seen, has been playing fours.
Yeah,
we're likely getting fours into Raster here.
Played fours to a top 3 finish at Plat Fight a couple weeks back, and has mostly been doing that from what I've seen as well. So definitely one of those guys that can just play whoever, whenever, but I'd be surprised to see somebody besides him.
Say, what did we miss? We saw Sophie beat Larry. Elkies took it game 3 over Asashi.
Yep.
Kinga over Meech.
Won the Elephant Ditto.
Yep. And then Human Line versus Iota.
That checks out. We just got a note that Soul Rifle is currently playing a ranked set, and that's why the set is not starting. Because
Come on.
And looks like we're gonna actually hit a 5-minute break, which is pretty cool. And we'll be back with you guys shortly. Stay tuned. We will be just as 30 FPS and just as bald as you see us now. Jackson.
I have the frames, but I don't have the hair. So we'll together we make a whole stream.
I'm Park Mom, and I'm here to tell you how to invest your lab hours for the upcoming EVO 2025. We're gonna pop up on the screen really quick and show you the usual suspects. We have Street Fighter, Guilty Gear, and Tekken obviously being in the top 8 lineup. Fuck top 8 though. You wanna know about the extended lineup. Platformers are back in the mix. I can't even tell you how hot this is right now. My hands are burning from it. We are going to be seeing some platformers at EVO once again.
And if you want some tournament experience before EVO, make sure to sign up for this week's FFS featuring Rivals 2, where you have the opportunity to win some cash, at least get some reps, and maybe make a couple friends along the way. Now, back to the video.
And if you couldn't get enough EVO, they've just introduced the award show with so many amazing categories, from cosplays, from pop-off moments. We also have 2 Fly Fighters in multiple categories, Punk the God and Nitro. Let's have a little list going on right here, all right? And then let's have a little list of what going on here. Make sure you vote, all right? Hit this little link. You can't hit the link, but make sure you search us in your search bar and go vote for them, all right?
Punk the God, Evo champ. What's up with you,
How you
bro?
doing, bro?
You ready for this season?
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm very excited, actually.
So what exactly is your thought process when putting these teams together?
It's just people I see work hard, and this year I feel very just good coming here. Like, usually I don't feel like this. I feel good, but I feel like we're a little bit maybe a sleeper pick this year. Maybe, you know, I just know my teammates they're gonna come here and really show everyone why I put them on the team.
I think being a team in this format is very different because, like, obviously it's a very one-on-one type of game. For one, I think you have to have a lot of like styles that complement each other, and also you have like people that can fit a certain role.
So it's going to be like a point-based system. So there's going to be a captain match that's going to be worth 20 points. And then there's like a player B, player C match, which are going to be worth 10 points respectively. Also player A plays player A, player B plays player B, plays player C plays player C. We have 1 reserve spot for anyone who wants to sit out for that match, whether it be a bad matchup or a personal player matchup. Every team is going to be playing each other twice, 1 home, 1 away.
I'm the best of all time, baby. Let's hear it.
You're so good. How are you so good?
I love you, Jake.
GDs.
Let's go.
And there's like so many different things that you could talk about.
We're gonna make a shitty f***ing tier list. Best man in his life.
Oh my god! Punk the God! FlyQuest over! Champion! Let's go! Punk the God right there!
And we are back with Rivals of Aether at FlyQuest Fight Series number 41, number 2 for Rivals. Hopefully, with the turnout and the audience attendance in the chat, we are going to see plenty more of these in the future. But big shout outs. I know we said it before. Make sure you're voting for FlyQuest players in the EVO Award Show. You can vote on EVO's website right now.
Shout out to FlyQuest and shout out to Chance the Rapper because we back, baby.
Maybe he'll make a good album again. Rosa, how you doing? How are you feeling?
His wife divorced him, man. We just need to have him do acid again, and we got good music. Somebody give him some LSD right now.
So I, mean,
I was having this conversation the other day, man. I am so excited for Chance to be back. I'm just like, ooh, Chance is single. Let's go. We're gonna get some good ass music. I love my wife.
It's still mean, my wife. Yeah, The Good Day was not a good album.
Nah, man, look.
Or
Adele,
Big Day, whatever it was called.
It was a big day. But like Adele, great music after a breakup. Britney Spears, Justin Timberlake, Cry Me a River, great music after a breakup. Chance the Rapper is about to go on a generational run. Chicago about to be back on the map. And that's just in time for Combo Breaker, which is just down the road. But we are, of course, waiting now for Cake Assault and Zeus to Goose. Now that Wisely's trying to compose
how
himself.
Are you transfer? I was like, what's the segue here? Because there's no reason for us to talk about Combo Breaker right now either. Other than Rivals is going to be there. Rivals one of the main games.
Rivals is going to be there. We're going to be there. Cake Assault's going to be there. I mean, we're all going to be there.
Is Cake signed up? Or are you just saying this? You're assuming.
Samuel, you can't see my cake.
Either way, speaking of Cake Assault potentially existing or not, we are getting Cake versus Zeus to Goose.
Samuel, he'll be there.
All right.
No, but it is interesting because Cake's playing Fleet, but it is Fleet Crag compared to Fleet Force or Forceborn Crag, and Forceborn Crag is a bad matchup, and Fleet Crag is a great matchup. So makes sense.
I think it was Stevie at LACS Rivals was like, every once in a while, I feel like I can actually play this matchup. And then I play Cake. I'm like, never mind.
Yeah, no, it's pretty atrocious. Cake has outspokenly said that Forceborn Crag is a just god-awful matchup, and so really just deciding not to play it here. But Zeus is kind of beating the brakes off him right now, so let's see how this goes.
Hey, I have been extremely impressed every time I've seen Zeus on the screen. I don't think that's going to stop here. Whether or not he wins this, we are going to see some magic happening. Hey. I really like the way that Zeus is threatening ledge there. Even just like these ambiguous spots of like, maybe I'll throw out a hitbox, maybe I'll just go to ledge, but either way, I'm going to make you second guess where you have to go on this recovery.
Ooh, nice back here. Read the jump. Oh, that should have... That's how biased I am for Cake. I was like, that arrow should have broke the pillar. That nair's enough to do it, man. Zeus was playing so hot at the beginning of this game, and Cake still just...
And just has to find the kill. How did that down strong reach?
That hit? Excuse me?
Yeah.
Judge?
I mean, clearly it looks like it at the end, but man, Cake was only like multiple character legs off the stage there. And there we go. Doesn't actually get a whole lot off of that throw. I was expecting a bit more of this style juggle.
Oof.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming.
It's not landed yet. We get Insane is not going to get to the wall.
Jesus Christ,
I think
Cake.
just saved Zeus, but also did so much damage in the process.
Ooh.
Just went for
Swings. Yeah. Yabi said it best, man. Cake's Cake. It's what I say every time I watch him. I'm just like, man, who's getting second? Listen, I DM'd him in the middle of like the Evo announcement and was just like, hey man, congrats on winning Combo Breaker Genesis CEO and Evo this year. That's pretty sick. He just sends back, thanks, Rosa.
You're inventing the triple crown. I guess we'll need a 4. What do we call it for 4? He hit for the cycle.
4x4. Oh, yeah, hitting for the cycle's good.
Okay. Yeah, this is just watching Zeus try to weave his way in. I was like, when that didn't purple, I was surprised, and then it was alive for mighty long there.
Yeah, I've seen it a couple times in this game where I just, like, maybe the purple math just doesn't math all the time, but I'm sitting there looking at going, they should be dead. Oh, they're dead. Okay, yeah.
I'm glad it's that versus the ult problem of it shows when it doesn't kill. Ooh, we saw the purple there, though. That'll take it. I was not ready for that combo to end. I thought we got a couple more.
Yeah, I was like, okay, this has got a couple more swings in it, and Cake's like, no, it don't. No, it don't.
Not only was it like, oh, because usually you see those kills that are like, oh, that felt early. That must have been like a cool DI mix-up. It purpled. It wasn't. It didn't matter if it was a DI mix-up. No, Cake just got it like that.
Yeah, the Cake's like, yeah, it's fine. Ooh, Godai Delta, like this stage a lot for Crag. I do have to wonder because Cake is playing a very favorable matchup, and Zeus is fighting an uphill battle.
Yeah, I am surprised that Cake thinks that Force Burn Crag is so bad. But I mean, if you've got a fairly equal skill Force and Fleet, and you can play Fleet into Crag, you're gonna do that.
The big thing is Pillar, obviously. Like, not being able to move past that with smoke is pretty tough. This kind of starting the same way where, you know, Zook kind of comes out hot and Cake eventually finds his feet in neutral. That grab was sick.
I want to say, like, it often feels like Zeus has the more explosive combos, but it doesn't matter when those combos don't kill. There we go. There we go. Because Cake's combos might not be quite as long, but they're going to kill every single time right when the percent pops. Hey, just scrapping with the forward airs. Got a lead. Almost left him, but
yeah, this is how this is how the Zeus fans want this to go for sure.
That'll do it though.
And Zeus more than happy to kind of take the foot off the pedal here.
And sometimes when you got to do, if you're playing full pedal to the metal, sometimes you just got to slow down for a second, change your momentum. Yep. Go low, and that's so dead. I just realized Zeus has been using the bouncy castle, so he's officially my favorite now. I'm a big bouncy castle respawn platform fan. I don't care that I have an icon in the game now. If you're using the bouncy castle, that's how I know you're a real one.
Yeah, I mean, if you're using the profile skin, you're just a suck-up.
And with that, like I said, not surprised at all that we're seeing some explosive gameplay from Zeus. Don't know. A fairly dominant two-stock there.
Don't know if it's Chompers or if it's Dinos or if it's Steven himself, but shoutouts to AZ Rivals of Aether, bringing in 18 people.
I've also seen the actual Rivals of Aether channel, which I assume is also Steven again. It's just on different accounts.
Steven just logging in across multiple keyboards.
Sometimes I'll be streaming and I'll see both of them in chat, and I'm just like, I feel like this is just Steven watching right now.
Hey, the year count's for your count, buddy.
Yeah.
Ooh, the Force is out. Get your notepad wisely.
Very interesting, actually. Wait. I mean, obviously we just saw Zeus beat Cake, but was that one game such a big swing that Cake feels the need to swap? Or is this just, hey, I've been playing way more Force recently, the fleet's not as warmed up.
I mean, Zeus is kind of dog-walking him regardless, Sam. I'm not going to lie to you.
Yeah, but that was only one game.
It's the best of 3.
I feel like it's got to be that the Force is just more warmed up. The fleet's not quite as in practice. Clearly the Force is on fire, though. We are seeing some wild movement.
I mean, you used to see it in 1 where he'd, like, Zetter for some matchups, too, so maybe not the craziest thing in the world. And then his Zetter would usually get washed, and it would go back to Force.
Yeah, that did happen.
Ooh!
God, even with a full shield, we're looking so dangerous at the end there.
Nice. Nice.
Great job getting the reverse.
He just knows.
Hey, wait, did anyone know how the rock got sent up there? Easy shield grab. We down throw because it's able to either clear the clone or hit the real one.
Just down throw. Yep, he knew. That's all off of that downstorm, pushing him far enough to where he can't grab. So very, very smart positioning from Cake Assault there. But Zeus still with a lead.
Yeah, but it's something new to us in Rivals 2 is spacing around getting grabbed. Who would have guessed? Ooh, you saw. I like that even though he couldn't hit the fours, knew that he at least could clear some stuff.
I just love that clone just recovering off in the corner.
Every once in a while you'll throw out clone and be like, all right, I'm going to get back to stage. And then like 20 seconds later, you'll be like, oh, you're still over there, buddy. Hello.
Hey, friend.
I thought you were dead.
So scary.
Ooh, the pop. Yeah. But here's the thing. I know, obviously, not a secret to these two, but a lot of folks really struggle with edge guarding. Oh my god, I thought that was going to do a kill.
I thought so too. I was like, man, he is cheating right now. That's such bullshit, but he lived.
Dude, that cape against fast followers just feels like you have like the freest move in the world. A lot of people really struggle against edge guarding Crag, and the trick is that your edge guarding against him needs to happen where the pillar is, not on the actual ledge. Treat him like he is making his own ledge, not his own platform. That helps your brain like tweak how you're thinking of that.
I am just thinking about the fact that this is now last stock game 3 right now, and is a killer set. There, like someone is going to get some momentum here, and that is going to take this entire thing.
Thing is, it feels like it's Cake, but also Zeus is not getting hit so hard. No, he has lost like 3 neutral opportunities in a row. Screw that one in particular. I think that's it. No, not yet.
No,
not yet.
We live in. No, and it's been crazy too because it's been jab coverage on platform text, so it's just little simple things.
Yeah, I definitely thought that back there was going to send further. Goes down and immediately knows.
Far out there.
That down tilt was so smart. Oh, that! I thought we were getting one more spot. Nope. All right.
Cake, man. That's crazy. Zeus is so good.
Zeus is sick. If you are not aware, please be paying attention to this man. I know that we said like, oh, for some reason it was like $1,000 to make it to Genesis. I don't care if we have to crowdfund the dude. We need to get them to some in-person events. Actually, you know how we can do that? I just remembered. Zeus has one of the creator codes. I assume that it's code Zeus. Zeus is streaming. Next time you're buying some skins, go use that. Like, yes, I have one myself. Go spend it on Zeus. We need to get Zeus to get to some events. I'm so down for that.
We need to get the Wisely Rival sponsorship from the millions and millions and millions of dollars you're making from your creator codes.
Hey, if I make enough and I'm like, all right, if I get to the point where content creation is genuinely a full-time job for me, I'll do something. I'll make it happen.
Shoot, man, I did that
not
a bunch
there yet.
Rivals. Like, I think I sent Durai to like 4 or 5 events because I was just like, oh, it's $1,200. Sure, man. Here you go. Ooh, somebody in chat just used your code. It's a Nasby player too. That's
it's
sick.
Cherry. What's up, Cherry? Cherry's a homie. I mean, yes. Also, thank you for using my code. I genuinely appreciate it. It's just I know that Zeus like has a very legitimate like I cannot make it to events because it's really expensive, and it would help him out. There we go.
So we have Soul Rifle 2-1 over Apple Wiz. Looks like we have Elkies waiting to play Zeus now. Gluteus versus Kakinga, Enbad versus Human Line. And then up next, I believe, is going to be Marlin versus Remrin, which I am very excited for. Remrin has been a player I've been keeping an eye on for a while, and she has been really, really putting in the work, so I'm very excited to see how this goes.
Also, chat is telling me it is not code Zeus, it is code ZDG for Zeus the Goose. Make sure you are running that up. Like I've said, as genuinely flabbergasted as I've been of how much support I've gotten with the creator codes, I need to share that love to as many other people as I can.
I have not bought anything since the creator codes have come out, but I have told people to use the code wisely. So I feel like I'm doing my part.
Ooh, wait, we're getting Marlin versus... I know we just saw it on the screen. Oh,
Remrin.
Marlin versus Remrin. Yeah.
Yeah, this is going to be a 6 set. I think they've all been 6 sets, but this is an Orcane Ditto. And how often do you get to see these? The answer is not often. I don't know where Wisely went, but here we go, game 1.
I was just thinking, trying to remember the last time I saw this, and I think the answer was in Rivals 1. So,
Yeah. I thought your mic
there either.
I thought your mic died or something. I was like, oh,
No,
right,
I
we're
was
solo
like
casting.
I was thinking through, like, when have I seen this last? Oh, it was a different video game.
I'm gonna need to ask the stream runner what he thinks the color mint is. That is not what I think of when I see this Orcane. It's a nice like electric yellow, perhaps.
Yeah, I noticed you know all the names of different ferrets and stoats and skunks, but you don't have your fish down yet.
Oh yeah, what's this fish, Sam?
I'm not the
What's
one who was
the
claiming
fish,
to know all
Sam?
of them. I was not the one claiming to know all of them.
It's a variety of a clownfish, Samuel. You want me to get the Latin name out? Jesus.
Yes,
I wanted to be a
please,
marine
please do.
biologist when I was a kid, okay? Now we don't get to live your dreams, Samuel.
There's so many puddles, so much water. Oh, whoa. Alright, it just ends up off stage for a sec.
Someone said it's the Mountain Dew Orcane. I'm here
Perfect.
for that.
Yeah.
It's like an old highlighter. That's what I'm seeing.
The, like, musty green kind of thing.
Yeah.
It was real deep. I honestly really like that, going so deep that Marlin had to go down to follow. And that freed up going back up to the stage.
This has been a very, very close set so far. Double snowman from Marlin here.
Oh, this is... Kevin has clarified that they have a blue light filter on their on their computer, which is also why we're getting purple instead of blue for regular Orcane.
Yeah, that one I was looking at going like, all right, I can kind of see it. I'll let it slide. The blue light filter makes sense.
That's actually, it all makes sense now. That's really funny.
This shit is mint on God.
You know what? Mint and purple. I'm about it. Got it. No, the problem is, in my mind, this is now the Mountain Dew Orcane. It's the Ducane.
It is. Man, this has been such a good match so far.
It is such a good matchup, and unfortunately, I've been giggling about color theory the entire time. Hey, ooh, I like that. Good coverage on the ledge there.
I'm here for the fish-on-fish violence, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, good
People
call
don't
out
talk
there.
about enough. Okay. Ooh, all right. All right. That wasn't that funny.
No, but it's just we don't talk about fish-on-fish violence enough.
Right, it was an offhand joke that I didn't think was going to get you that badly.
Oh man, I love stupid throwaway jokes. They are my favorite.
That's what online events are for. Like, commentating with just like the slight amount of online lag already is a little tricky. We're not at Evo top 8 right now. We can do this.
Alright, so we just immediately run this back, and as close as that first set game was, I don't blame Remnant for this at all.
No. I think, I mean, one, you're just playing the Ditto, you're playing the Mirror. It's not like the stage is a huge, that is much more of a player personality, like play style, than it is a character thing at that point.
Sure.
But also, I don't think it was, I didn't see anything that's like, oh, that happened because we were on Merchant Court.
Oh, I thought that was an up air. Oh, see,
the
now
forward tilt, yeah.
be back.
The problem is there's so many spots that I'm used to seeing Orcane being like, all right, if I sneak in and I get this forward tilt here, it's going to call out someone that's DIing out. But Orcane's also the only person that's like, and I'm teleporting back to stage.
Empty hot air still going to get punished for it, though. I saw somebody in chat, and I think it's a great idea. We just need to get Soda or Kane from this point on, because we've got the carbonation bubbles already.
So how there's like the Slam Dunk Toronto. We just need a line of Orcanes that are all just different soda brands.
Just not quite Coke and not quite Pepsi.
No, they need to be actual sodas so that we get the advertising dollars.
Samuel. We're on FlyQuest right now. Why don't we have an Olipop Orcane?
True.
We're about cross-promotional branding in this game.
We love marketing synthesis here. That's not the word I meant. Synergy.
We love money.
And more specifically, oh my god, the third? Can we get a fourth? Oh! I count that as a fourth! I count that!
That was close enough. That was an up air without the jump.
Yep. The fabled grounded up air.
Dr. Salt in the chat. Big smart, but not as smart as that up strong. Remeron said you might be seeded first for a lot of these tournaments, but I am going to put you in losers, potentially.
I mean, still, not just has to win this game, it has to take one more. That is on the warpath right now. And Zeus beat Marlon in, it was either Marlon or Cake, I believe Marlon in the ladder. Like we said, ladder's not quite the same as a real, honest-to-God bracket match. It is tournament, but we're not in the high stakes of double Elin, like you lose, you go home kind of deal. Or you stay home kind of deal, I guess. Ooh, yeah.
Frames away.
Oh, I love that tiny little hop over the puddle.
That turn around to pop the bubbles was slick. Uh-oh. We bet.
Oh, wait, what happened? Marlon got it. Okay.
The trade. A hard charge.
I wasn't sure who was going to die first. I never... Because that was bad DI from Marlon there, to get sent that far out.
Well, you're holding up, Samuel.
Yeah.
Like, what do you expect to happen?
I have never seen a situation in this game where someone gets a purple and still dies before the other person hits the blast zone. And now I need to see that, because that will confuse the living daylights out of me on commentary.
So have you seen what happens when you DBZ in this game, though?
Oh, where it just like immediately resets?
It resets back to the percent you're at, too, which is crazy work.
I've only seen it on like Twitter clips, but it is wild. I want to just say Marlon took that 2-0. Huge shout outs for Remeron there. She was playing out of her mind. Maybe not out of her mind. Maybe that was standard. Maybe we were chilling, but so good. I'm very impressed. That was in winners. We are definitely going to see more of her in losers. Do not worry.
That was a wild set. I mean, really, this entire top 16 has been phenomenal gameplay. Like, the further and further in this goes, the sicker it gets. So, like, I mean, you got Cake and Soul Rifle next, and this is a battle as old as time between the two of them and Marlon. By the time that by the time the Rivals 1 was wrapping up, you had like pretty serious arguments as to who was the best player in the game. And you could make your cases for either way. You could be wrong if you didn't say Cake, but now it's one of those things where like Soul Rifle hasn't quite reached that precipice just yet. I obviously the talent's there, like there's no doubt about it, but it's been interesting seeing the different characters and figuring out what works best for them. But now with Cake Assault and Marlon being that who's number one in Rivals 2, I mean Soul Rifle has been right there this entire time. So I'm very interested to see how this goes.
The scary thing for me about Soul Rifle still is that Soul Rifle's been, every once in a while you'll see these glimpses of like the Soul Rifle from Rivals. Obviously Soul Rifle and Rivals 2 is still terrifying. Soul Rifle and Rivals 1 at the end. Soul Rifle won last Genesis. Soul Rifle is a phenomenal player. Soul Rifle still has not been playing Maple, his original main from Rivals 1. Soul Rifle's been playing locks. Soul Rifle's been playing fours. And I think truly believes in the fours. This is not like, oh, I'm playing a secondary, I'm goofing around. But is one of those people that every time a new character comes out, especially whenever we get the next brand new character that's not, not Edelus, where it's someone who was in the first game.
Right.
Soul Rifle's one of those people I'm like, I am going to be terrified of you. Like, you are going to do some gross stuff, and we are going to find out what this character can truly do. Like, would pick up any character in the entire cast and be like, oh yeah, you can still top 8 a major, for sure. Yeah. It does not matter who you pick.
I mean, we saw it at the end of Rivals 1, where like it was just going to events and it was just random throughout entire top 8s until he got to like, really like winners finals, stuff like that.
All right. I mean, like we said, this is going to be Cake Assault versus Soul Rifle. This is literally the last Genesis Grands for Rivals 1. Like, just a storied matchup between these two titans of the game. You're just waiting. That is the biggest water bottle I've ever seen. Holy crap.
It's a gallon.
Why do you just have a gallon water bottle?
Because I don't have to go refill it, Sam.
That's bigger than me.
Yeah, Sam, lots of things are.
I know. I'm short. I get it.
The bar is on the floor.
Literally.
No, you try to drink a gallon of water a day. It's good for you. Keep you clean. Let me tell you, my pee does not look like that Orcane skin, okay?
No, that's a step too far. We're not talking about this.
It is quarter to midnight, Sam, and we are here for it.
It's only quarter to midnight your time zone.
And that's the one that matters to me.
Okay.
All right, I need chat's help.
I cannot tell which. They are both playing the same color. No, one is a red cape.
Yeah,
Red cape is Soul Rifle.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure.
Red cape is Soul Rifle, black cape is Cake.
Neutral fours is Cake.
Yeah, that was harder to figure out than I think it should. I feel like I should be naming mechanics of things that are going on right now. That doesn't help anybody, but every time I see this character on screen, whether I'm streaming it, whether I'm commentating, there are people who are like, I just do not know what's happening. Clones are wild. Smoke is wild. This is one of those matchups where both of them can use each other's element. The smoke is absolutely something you can play with.
So man, buttons are being pushed right now. That's all I can see.
They're flying through this.
I like the Greek letter there in Cake Assault's color.
Gray. Okay, that's how you get both the English and the US spelling at the same time.
Sure.
Okay, Cake drops the clone down. Doesn't quite clean it up though. There's the smoke. We've got Combust on deck. Good tech though.
We lit. Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Thought we had the SDI there.
Yeah.
Dude, imagine the pop-off that Soul Rifle's going to have. It is quarter to midnight, EST. He has to be up early to work at Chick-fil-A in the morning. His parents are going to be pissed. He's going to break some shit in his room.
Do we think that Soul Rifle still pops off the same way when he's not streaming and just in his room by himself? I like to think so. I like to think so, yeah. The man is true to himself. Ooh! Mostly super good call-up from Soul there. Okay, yeah.
Real good in that matchup right now.
Think that the up tilt is finally gone. They're like, all right, time to punish this, and they get hit flipped by the last one. Okay. That's what I'm saying. So, if you're not aware, Force Burn Teleport is up special. It has a lot of end lag at the end. It's somewhat similar to like Sheik Oof in Melee, Sheik up B, except when you go into Smoke. And when you go into Smoke, it suddenly becomes like PM Mewtwo, where you can act immediately out of it, even to the point where you can turn around. So when both of them have Smoke on the screen, we just see the game go bonkers. It is, like, that is to them to figure out what's happening at that point.
Yeah, they are playing at like Super Saiyan levels when there is a ton of smoke on the screen, man. Ooh, man, Soul Rifle is playing hot right now, Sam.
Yeah, very much so. Hey,
right, we saw
it
this
back to
versus
the
Zeus.
same stock. Yep. It is interesting in the Ditto because you can clear the other person's smoke, but you can't clear your own. And there are, oh my god, it gets a reverse. Wait. This is Super Clone. Never mind. No, it's not. We're gone now.
Like that one little smoke inhalation there.
Not off the top yet.
We living.
Oh,
Nice
this huge
there.
pop, but just calls out jumps. Okay, we can teleport into the smoke still. You get one more. We just go to ledge.
Oh, and we just hold down on that nair.
Absolutely. Yep.
So it's online, and Cake may say that, but like I know he doesn't want to lose to Soul Rifle.
No.
So do we see a character switch here? No, we are going right
that's
back
the
into the Force.
I think if this is Cake fully going try hard, which it is, we are not going to see. Cake's not flashbanging himself right now. We're going to be sticking to fours.
You have
Tried
to
and
get
true.
context for that later, Sam, because right now that's just a crazy thing to say out of context.
The people who know. The people who don't will find out later.
But Tempest is the choice here. We saw this in Game 2 versus Zeus as a secondary pick. But I mean, this is a second verse a lot like the first, man. Soul Rifle just kind of running around on Cake right now.
Just the clone to make it really ambiguous as to which one's going high, which one's going low, but when it's just solo, you got it there. Yeah, if a clone's out, any hitbox will swat it away, will pop it. The question is always, am I swinging at the right one? And if I do swing at the clone, is this actually a bait? Because often you're expecting the clone to get swatted so that you can run in and whiff punish.
Right, which, I mean, there's not a ton of whiff punishing in this game to begin with, but like, Force Burn and specifically Cake Assault and Soul Rifle are both extremely good at it.
Okay, when you get the 3 inhales, that's when you get the color change. You've got the Combust unlock, but you also can make Super Clone, which we saw before. Regular Clone can't actually attack. It can explode. You hit down special again, and it just kind of runs around and is a nuisance. Runs towards your opponent or away, depending on which button you push. Super Clone can attack every time you hit the special button, but I don't think either of these players are going to be going for Super Clone unless they're in a spot where they have to recover. And in fact, they tried to call out the recovery with an immediate early combust. Doesn't quite hit it.
Down tilt there. Nice near into the corner.
Yeah, thank you for letting me info dump about the things this character is doing, because there's a number of people in chat that are like, I do not know what's happening. I'm so confused.
No, hey, listen, man. I do the same thing for Clarence, so I get it. And I'm sitting here going, yeah, that's right.
Hey, I just needed the basic stuff like, this is what Clone can do. Okay, now you can pay attention and watch the game more. Basically, if the Force Burn turns colors, you're in for a bad time. Okay. Here. Even stocks again. Last time this happened, Soul Rifle ran away with it at the very end there.
Yeah, but we did see like a pretty solid stock at the beginning here for Cake. So, I mean, both of these guys are very, very capable of it. It really just kind of comes down putting cores into a disadvantage state, because advantage state for cores, especially with Smoke and with Clone, is extremely, extremely good. But this character off stage and in a bad situation is tough recovery.
Dude, Soul Rifle's movement is so good right now. Any other person would have fallen for that. The spike into the down strong, not gonna kill.
You're talking about this. Talking about this movement, man, but Cake is just running circles around him right now. Both of them, actually only one combust online. This feels like a Cake game. How do we cover this recovery here?
Loath to ever count either of these players out. Yeah, oh God, holding in on that forward throw is really risky.
Yup. Oh,
Big
that's gonna
parry!
be it.
When it didn't
Listen.
purple, I panicked for a second.
Yeah, I'm sitting here leaning into my chair going, what is happening?
I thought for sure it'd just be like a charge down strong. I think a charge down strong at that point would have been stronger, but it killed nonetheless.
Listen, all's well that ends well, I should say.
Mm-hmm.
So
You're about to say all's fair in love and war?
I was about to. Yes, I was. Yes, I was.
You got us saying unlock, not a relevant one, but us saying.
We are going to Hidojo. We immediately rip clones and we throw them out like Pokemon. Let's go, baby.
Yep. Some people use clone as a way to, like, genuinely, it's the deception, the smoke and dagger of, like, ooh, which one am I? I'm going to whiff punish. I'm going to do whatever. Cake has gone on record of being like, I use clone like a heat-seeking missile. If you get thrown off by that, that's not my fault. I am making clone run to you, and I'm popped. You have to deal with this big hitbox. Whiffs and... Okay.
Couldn't sweet spot.
Yeah, but there was a point there where I was like, Soul Rifle misses the edge guard and may have also died for it. Instead, Lake is the one going down a stock right now.
That's an early stock.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that just felt bad when you saw him go out that far in the first place.
Yeah. Every once in a while here, because only the player knows when they hold clone, if you hold left or right with the special, it chooses which one you are. If you are always the one in the direction you go for. There's not like a visual indicator, so we also can get totally thrown off by that. Every once in a while, I see two clones run at each other and then pop, and I'm like, huh, nobody did anything, but a lot happened on the screen anyways. Big call out that down strong is so good for tech chasing.
That was crazy.
Yeah, the pickup with the cape. Forward strong and up strong both put out a cape, and then you need to do the second input to make the actual knife come out to get the kill move. But what that does mean is that sometimes you can just cape, hold them in, and then down tilt or grab or do anything else. This character, phenomenal combo game. There's so many tools to make things happen.
This is just wild to watch the two of them move.
Mm-hmm. It is always a treat watching them both play. Any set between them is just phenomenal. Some of the highest level rivals you'll ever see. It's like these two and Marlin together. It's like, all right, yeah, you're in for some good rivals no matter what.
It happened so long ago, but there was a jab.
Oh, that... I didn't think that was going to pick it up. I thought that was too far out.
Grab.
I would formally like to request that next time they play each other, one of them chooses a different skin entirely, not just a different palette. If one of them was like the Wasteland Forest, it'd be so much easier to follow.
Yep.
Oh!
Yep. Shout out to Sora, that was sick.
I mean, he wasn't ready for the down tilt. He was holding in, probably expecting, like, oh, you're going to go for, like, a kill move, I'll DI it in so I live, whatever. You hold in on that down tilt, you pick your poison. Like, the game should just cut to a win screen when you hold it on down tilt or on forward throw. It's like, all right, cool, I can do literally whatever I want now.
It's like the restart button in the settings. You're just like, and we're done.
Yep.
So, Samuel, the Wasteland Force. Let's talk about Bust on Wasteland Force. That's my favorite.
If it comes up.
No. We're talking about it.
Okay.
Sam plays Wasteland Force, and it's the only skin I've seen because there's not enough things on that Forceborn to differentiate. But it looks like he changes pants mid combust, and so I'm just like, oh no, Wisely shit his pants for when he hit his combust, and now he has to go back to these regular clothes again. And I'm just like, this is such a stupid joke between us. And every time it sees it, I'm like, oh no, Wisely shit his pants again.
Well, it's the opposite. He cleaned up his pants. But yeah, no, because a lot of other people fully change colors. He's always the same color. It's just the pants that change.
Just the pants change.
Yep. I think you were saying before that you're like, I wish there was some more cool skins for Maple, because like I think the Sly Cooper one obviously phenomenal, but there's not a ton of others. I play 4s and I'm like, I could play one of like 12 skins that are all great. My favorite's Wasteland, but man, they're all so good.
It's a good life, man. I mean, as the Claren main of this commentary booth, I am eating. Like they were like,
you are too. Yep.
They like the furry cat. We're gonna sell
maining
skins
Claren
for the
and being
furry
worried
cat.
about skins is like if you mained Chun-Li and we're worried about skins in Street Fighter V. It's like, oh yeah, no, you're just gonna get stuff. Don't worry.
She may be a cat, but she is a cash cow.
Mm-hmm. Very popular character for a reason. Yeah, that was a best of 3. I saw some people in chat that are like, "Ooh, where's the pick?" We're not getting winners, losers, and grands, or sorry, winners, finals, losers, finals, and grands of the best of 5. That is the price that you all pay for us doing top 16 and getting more sets in.
We are close
with that trade off. Ooh, wait, who? Zeus and oh my gosh, which? This is Remorin. Okay. Again, I was so impressed by Remrin's play. She was so good in that Marlin set.
This is a match I can't say I'm super familiar with seeing on stream super often. I just don't see. I think I see a ton of Arcanes.
Yeah. Well, for a bit in Rivals 2, you didn't see it. Even in Rivals 1, you saw this matchup, but it was like Zaro versus ZD, Zaro versus MSB, that kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
Hits it. We're still alive. No, we're not. Never mind. Well, the Orca Hop in the world could quite help out there. Okay, chat, stop lying to Kevin about what colors characters are. You guys are just being mean now. They were telling straight up the wrong colors in the last one, trying to get him to switch the things. Now they're saying that this is blue Arcane when this is, I think, the Abyssal Arcane. Which means it's like a dark purple.
This is so weird to see because there's really not anything Abysskin about them otherwise.
No,
like I'm looking for
just
the eyeballs.
Abyssal palette, not Abyssal skin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, there's a full-on Abyss skin for Arcane. They added the Abyssal palettes for doing story mode in like a certain type of challenge. Ooh, I didn't know if that was going to kill or not. All right.
You have to beat hard mode with an Abyss medal, and maybe I'm just bad, but it's freaking hard.
I've seen like people that were like top 20 in the world that are like, why is this so hard? I like that this is mint Crag versus purple real.
Real this time.
We are just making up colors. All right. I need you to stop lying to Kevin, chat. Oh my god. Okay, wait.
Okay.
Most people, a lot of folks will get hit by like when Crag pulls pillar and goes up. It's very fake under a lot of situations. If you are grounded, you can hold down and be actionable faster than the Crag can. If you like CC the pillar going up, basically.
I feel like there are situations where you can do it in the air too, because I was watching Cake Set with Zeus earlier.
You can SDI down into it a little bit. There are spots though where, like, if you're in hit stun, things like that, there's spots where it's real, for sure. But a lot of times it's a knowledge check or it's the reaction check. Oh, it's the wrong hitbox.
And all that pressure and no cross up. That's like such a tricky part about a lot of these characters, especially now that they're shields. So you're just like, is he going to the left? Is he going to the right? I really don't know. And Zeus held the entire time, made the right call there. But it's definitely easy to get mixed in there if you're not paying attention.
Yep. Between shields, SDI, everything else, it is now like we got shield mix-ups. We have left-right mix-ups in Rivals finally. We are a fighting game, folks. Hey, I'd say we saw that reach real far before. It doesn't quite go that far. Remorin has to make something happen. We've seen some monster stocks come out. Killed quite yet.
Uh-oh.
He's not gotten out of disadvantage. God, we're seeing the Rube Goldberg come out to play.
It's 200% Wesley.
200%, but can't get the kill. That one, even, you know it's not good when even down throw is sending too far. The move that I consider to be magic. Okay, yeah. You hit with a hitbox and you're dead. Remoran lived for so long on that last stock, but still couldn't hit Zeus over 9%. Just couldn't touch the beetle.
That was crazy. That was crazy. I'm sitting here, I was like, all right, how high is this going to go? Will we see down throw kill eventually?
All right. Ooh, I would say we're seeing some life choices coming out from Remoran. We're going back to the Mountain Dew Orcane, forcing Kevin Toy to try to figure out what color this is on the fly.
No, this is the we have Mountain Dew at home color. This is the Mountain Lightning. This is the no, Dr. Perk.
What's the like RC Cola brand version of it? Like Mountain Lightning or something like that?
No, that's the generic brand. I don't think RC has a specific like.
Well, I was just using RC to mean generic, but you're right.
Hey, Royal Crown is a treat. Okay? It is not a generic cola. It is a delicious alternative beverage. Does that
happen to be where you're from? I don't know where RC's from. Is it a Florida thing?
I just like RC Cola.
All right. You could have told me it's a Florida thing, and I've been like, all right, I believe you. Clearly, I believed somebody about Orca Hop earlier. Okay, down throw. There we go. Oh, dear. We almost had a ZB moment on screen. Almost had a raw SD just straight up flying off the stage there.
They're not.
I just saw that it's Mint and Minter right now. Is this the true mirror match? Is when two people are playing the same color?
Palette match.
Yep.
Nice.
Ooh, and the call out on the roll in. Yep. One of the fastest down strongs in the game, but it doesn't matter if you run into that one either. Okay, it just gets the grab. That really is the not quite the guess for game moment, but that's the mix up on that grab. Are you going to immediately jab them? Are you going to grab them out of it? Are you going to go for like something else that is the pick your poison? Genuinely, like, pick your mix up here.
Nice snare. Oh, it's on the wrong side for that last one though. Mix up with the shield crossover.
Honestly, I'm about it. Zeus had been rolling in a lot earlier. Remoran got a lot of like damage and kills off of that before. Going for that roll and read didn't pay off there, but now she's up a stock.
Oh man, that special get up is
underneath.
So yeah, like I can get hit by that every time.
I bet swimming underneath the pillars feels so good for the Orcane.
Swimming through the rocks.
Yep. Okay.
Ooh, okay. Oh, what? Okay.
Someone's holding out.
We are DIing straight in game 3.
Someone's not ready for the hitbox there.
Oh man, I love that Sonic Adventure Battle 2 ass pose.
Wait, what?
The Orcane windscreen. Oh, it's the Orcane windscreen. That's the Sonic Adventure Battle 2.
I need to see it again. I need to see the windscreen again then, because I'm not
it's him
connection
doing
in my brain.
the thing. You can't unsee it. It's
I know the
intentionally off.
Sonic pose, but I'm blanking on how Orcane poses for there.
No, you were talking about Orcane swimming through the rocks, and I'm just sitting there goes like, does it hurt the fish?
No.
Does it hurt the fish to swim through the rocks?
Other fish maybe, but Orcane is the embodiment of joy, is the deity of glee.
That is the three-eyed fish at the bottom of the Springfield River. All right, not a Simpsons fan. Okay.
I mean, I slowly was getting there. I was like, what are you talking about? Right, okay.
It's radioactive.
I knew we were talking about a
color,
toxic fish, but I forgot that was a Simpsons thing specifically. Good tech does not matter. You are still dead. This is Zeus's world. We might be surrounded by water, but we are on top of the pillar that leads to the abyss.
Listen, the Delta is the beginning of a river. It's the beginning of life, and it might be the end of Remoran's here.
It might be the beginning of the river, but in the lore, this is also where the abyss creatures came from. I think, if anything, we're finding out where the demons live, and the demons are in Zeus's computer.
I thought mine was edgy. You out-edged me so good there, Sam.
I mean, I had to. The man is an online warrior for a reason. Now you have to do something cool, or else I did a lot of build-up. There we go.
I got nothing. I'm trying my best not to make edging jokes at midnight.
To take it over. It's the fake edgy. I can't believe
No, you did not hear what I said. Anyways,
I was playing it up. We are on the verge of a 3-stock, though. Redmond was playing so well before this. He's obviously made a fan out of me, but Zeus is playing so well. Is not dead yet. We get the pillar back and gets down there. Just a bunch of wave dashes.
The slow wave dash.
She's starting to swing, and that's the 3-stock. Holds out. Out.
Yeah, you saw the fair, man. That's what happens there.
Mm-hmm. That was the swing in momentum. There was just out of this world.
That was a
Zeus
down game.
That is the definition of fine. It's the final game. I am locking in. We're not dealing with this anymore. We are not dealing with this one anymore.
That was nuts from Zeus. I mean, shoutouts to Remeron. You played against arguably the #1 player in the world. You played against arguably one of the best online players in the world. You did your damn thing.
Okay, if we're just labeling it online, Zeus, at least last time I looked, Zeus is the #1 player on ladder right now for ranked. At least with his main, not is currently getting all the characters to master. Yeah, you get to say you're the best in the world online at that point. Remeron absolutely making a name for herself. We are about to see someone who's not had a chance to make a name for themselves yet, though. We're getting Cake, who we've seen in this tournament, but Cake versus Human Lime, because went to losers early, has not been on stream yet, but then won 3 sets in a row off stream, beat Iota, beat Nbad, and beat Kakinga, and is now up against the big bad boss himself, Cake Assault.
Yeah, this should be a great set. We're going to see fours versus Raster, so you're going to see stocks disappear, and it'll be, the question is who's are going to disappear first. This is going to be a fast-paced game. Maybe not quite as fast as Cake Soul we saw earlier, but the fact that we have Cake Soul into Marlin Soul Rifle is going to be a great run for Soul Rifle. We'll see how that goes for winners finals. It looks like Human Line might be streaming along with this as well. Sick.
At least just shouting out the stream. If it's not live, go follow either way. Another not Abyss skin, Abyssal palette. I have to be clear now that it exists.
We are headed straight to Julesville. We have the sliding platform, and we are a sliding doors moment. Who is going to make losers semis? Who is going to bed? Right now, it's Cake.
God. Might be nighttime. Never mind. We're back in it.
Let me get Sleepy Time Raster up in here.
You're being so mean to Kevin right now.
I don't think I've ever seen anyone actually use that skin.
Which one?
The Sleepy Time Raster.
Oh, the early morning Raster?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Oh, that reverse bear.
Ooh, finds the up special from that? Okay. I thought we were just going to see the combo continue off stage. I didn't think he was like, nah, we're done. We are done. Cake says the same words there.
Yeah, speaking of done, that stock is gone. Ooh.
The spike into grab is very strong. It's got that almost crumple effect of all right, you're taking a lot of hit stun. If you play melee, it's super reminiscent of Falcon Stomp into grab in melee. Just all right, I stomped you, but you were in a spot where you're not getting popped up. Time to do whatever I want now.
Yeah. The world is my oyster. And this is such back and forth between Human Line and Cake right now. I gotta say, I am not super familiar with Human Line's game. I need to be, because this Raster is going nuts.
Human Lime is one of those names I've seen in a lot of results, but I mean, like we said, I don't watch quite as many of the online events, so I haven't seen the play as much, but there's a number of names between Human Lime and Remorin and a few other folks where I'm like, dang, I should have been paying attention. You're right. That's my bad. I know earlier this month it was Toothbrush that I was like, huh, I've seen this name a lot. This person's really good, aren't they?
Yeah, we do have a very dangerous situation for Human Lime right now, but it's out of it. I was going to say, a stock lead and a combust means Cake's going to go for some nasty shit and try to end this early. But still has a chance here.
Has to build up the combust again. We gotta at least get the 3 inhales. Okay. Big Tech does not get the second one though, and that's it. Human Lime on the board takes game 1.
Shout out to Torque, but I hate that move. When you get hit by downstrung, it's just so aggravating.
It is. It's one of those moves that you're like, I just have to hold this. I got a tech. The problem is a lot of people, not saying this is what happened to Cake specifically, but a lot of people panic. And as soon as the move hits, they're like, oh, I got a tech right away. The problem is you're usually still in hit pause then, and it's too early. Because you have to tech after the hit pause is done.
No, you are correct. You have to hold it. My problem is you have to hold like 4 of them.
Yes. Yeah, it's not enough to tech that once. Usually you have to tech it a couple times. Or at least like tech and do sometimes you tech and stay towards the wall. Sometimes you tech and do a wall jump. Or you do like the wall tech jump kind of stuff so that they have to mix up like, which one am I going for here?
We do have the fleet pick here. We have now the 2 lightest characters in the game batting out on Tempest.
I'm very interested to see the reasoning even for why switching the fleet in this. I don't feel a strong way one way or another of Raster versus Force. I wasn't aware that he thought that fleet did especially well in it either. So, ooh, great air dodge out.
Human Line is just good. I mean, that's such a good rat call out there too. I mean, that's just off of that one jump read.
Ooh, okay. Overextended slightly. I think was just trying to go a little too hard, a little too ham.
Ow. Okay, Tempest kind of backfiring there. Speech pick wise, just how far back. Oh! Alright.
I do love the big snipes up. There's something that always feels really cool about watching someone combo you from a mile away. Or I guess watching someone combo someone else. I don't love being comboed no matter what.
Great jump out there. The up tilt's gonna do it though.
Up tilt pokes through the plat.
That's the low rise there. It makes sense. I mean, Human Line just more than ready for it. It was not. Listen, online is online, but like these games have been sick, and Human Lime is basically 1 or 2 interactions away from saying I beat Kings.
I mean, it's Raster. And you gotta say, it's the one interaction. You get a good combo, you're done. The character excels at. I do know it's one of the harder characters for Raster to combo, but Human Lime is not making it look like it at all.
That was nuts. Hey, see ya later. Human Line winning Genesis.
Huge 2-stock. Huge 2-stock there. I mean, that looked like a walk in the park. That didn't... Human Line, it truly, to what Raster just said, too easy. Made it look like it was simple.
Listen, chat like is going bananas over that right now.
That was... I mean, we can just say the best win of Human Lime's career so far. That was
it's a cake
monstrous.
Win.
Yeah,
it's a cake win.
Most people will never get a cake win in their life. I don't care if it was online. I don't care what it is. Like, you take that to the bank. You put that in your Twitter bio.
Marlon and Soul Rifle are both goats. Like both of them just went. Whew. Oh, you got to worry about that.
Everyone else that's left in the bracket's like, oh, thank God. Okay, You do still have to fight the person that just beat Cake, though.
Yes, you do.
Speaking of fighting the person that just beat Cake and all the opponents trying to figure out what just happened, we're going to give them a second to breathe. We're going to be taking a quick 5-minute break. While we are doing that, 1, go make sure you vote in those Evo Awards for all the FlyQuest folks. 2, go get some Lollipop. And 3, we'll be right back.
I'm Park Mom, and I'm here to tell you how to invest your lab hours for the upcoming EVO 2025. We're gonna pop up on the screen really quick and show you the usual suspects. We have Street Fighter, Guilty Gear, and Tekken obviously being in the top 8 lineup. Fuck top 8 though. You wanna know about the extended lineup. Platformers are back in the mix. I can't even tell you how hot this is right now. My hands are burning from it. We are going to be seeing some platformers at EVO once again.
And if you want some tournament experience before EVO, make sure to sign up for this week's FFS featuring Rivals 2, where you have the opportunity to win some cash, at least get some reps, and maybe make a couple friends along the way. Now, back to the video.
And if you couldn't get enough EVO, they've just introduced the award show with so many amazing categories, from cosplays, from pop-off moments. We also have 2 fly fighters in multiple categories, Punk the God and Nitro. Let's have a little list going on right here, all right? And then let's have a little list of what going on here. Make sure you vote, all right? Hit this little link. You can't hit the link, but make sure you search us in your search bar and go vote for them, all right?
Punk the God, Evo champ. What's up with you,
How you
bro?
doing, bro?
You ready for this season?
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm very excited, actually.
So what exactly is your thought process when putting these teams together?
It's just people I see work hard, and this year I feel very just good coming here. Like, usually I don't feel like this. I feel good, but I feel like we're a little bit maybe a sleeper pick this year. Maybe, I just know my teammates they're gonna come here and really show everyone why I put them on the team.
I think being a team in this format is very different because, like, obviously it's a very one-on-one type of game. For one, I think you have to have a lot of like styles that complement each other, and also you have like people that can fit a certain role.
So it's going to be like a point-based system. So there's going to be a captain match that's going to be worth 20 points. And then there's like a player B, player C match, which are going to be worth 10 points respectively. Also player A plays player A, player B plays player B, plays player C, plays player C. We have 1 reserve spot for anyone who wants to sit out for that match, whether it be a bad matchup or a personal player matchup. Every team is going to be playing each other twice, 1 home, 1 away.
I'm the best of all time, baby.
Okay,
Let's hear it.
You're so good. How are you so good?
I love you, Jake.
GG's.
Let's go.
Ray, easy combo, keep it simple. Look at that.
And there's like so many different things that you could talk about.
We're gonna make a shitty f***ing tier list. Best melee was live.
Oh my God! Punk to God! FlyQuest over! Champion! Let's go, Punk to God right there.
Man, with just a couple of sets left, Sam, I don't know who I would pick for this winner sequences here. But I do know who I would pick for the Evo vote. And it would be the massive, massive, massive favorite in most of its categories, FlyQuest Punk. And of course, FlyQuest Nitro. But like the two of these guys, man, unbelievable years last year.
Yep, Nitro at Evo. Punk had a wild pop-off at Street Fighter League. This is not being
popping off everybody.
paid to shill this for FlyQuest. I literally voted on this before. Absolutely, Punk versus Big Bird was match of the year for that was Evo. It was wild. Nitro versus Tsujima. If you're more of a Strive fan, either way, go make sure you're hitting them up. Make sure you're supporting the scene. And moment of the year
brought us all to tears, man.
We said before, first American to win Street Fighter at Evo ever. Like, monumental historical occasion. Truly, truly wonderful. And again, both of them, Nitro and Punk, have been on monster years.
The fact that you have two players, the fact that you have two players on the same team, up for Player of the Year, means whoever's doing the recruiting for FlyQuest deserves a raise, and that they need to keep these guys on contract for as long as humanly possible.
Yep. We should pay Kevin more as well. I don't know if he's involved in that in any sort of way, but I think he always deserves a raise.
This is it, man. We're down to our last four, and I cannot wait for it, man. We have, of course, Soul Rifle and Marlin. And then we have Zeus and Human Lime, and frankly, I want to see Zeus come back from back from losers and upset everybody else along the way. It is going to be a bitch of a run to do it, though.
I mean, we're getting Soul Rifle versus Marlin right now.
This is a grand finals. This is a grand finals at multiple majors across multiple years. You are delving into Rivals history with this set. These were the two guys at the end of Rivals that said, I am going to be the one that upsets Cake. I'm going to be the one that takes the #1 spot. Soul Rifle did it in Rivals 1. Marlin in the process of doing it for Rivals 2. And we see Bird, Samuel. The minced Bird.
Wait. We've entered the Marlin dimension. I do want to say something quick, because I am sure there's at least one or two people in chat. We keep getting this who are just unaware. If you're like, who's this Marlin dude that popped up in Rivals 2? Marlin used to go by the tag Kusi. Marlin's just his actual name. It's one of those kind of things. So,
which explains the Orcane pick, obviously.
Right. Yes. Kusi was like the best. Not was like the best. Was strictly the best Ori in Rivals 1. So. Unfortunately, that character is never returning. or at least not for a very
Yeah.
long time, and it bums me out, and everyone else rejoices, and I understand how that goes. Okay. The combo game in this match is so weird because, like, Forgeburn falls a little bit faster than I think a lot of people expect. It's not quite the strict fast faller, but that's how you're going to get some of these long combos, like that raster one right there.
Off.
Ooh,
I'm
the
sorry?
upper to cover the spot, too.
Soul Rifle. You are like,
Slick.
excuse me.
That was the weakest hit to kill there, but you know, when you carried someone that far out into the blast zone, it does not matter what you hit him with. That was a silly combo. That was just, it looked silly.
That shouldn't have worked. Dan!
But Soul Rifle immediately fires right back. The gun is shot. Hey.
Big fair. People say whiff lag in Rivals needs to be longer. It doesn't. That was a down air into an immediate jab combo to continue the same pressure sequence. I'm here for it. We're pushing buttons. 2025, baby. I didn't buy this controller to not push buttons.
Usually it's that I didn't pay $60 to block, but you're talking about your controller now, too.
Hey, listen, that's true.
The more skins
Spent $150 to enter this. $150 to enter Genesis, baby. I'm pushing buttons.
The more skins you buy, the less lag you should have on your character. It's not pay to win for, like, a specific skin, it's just the number of skins.
Whale meta.
And you remember, use code wisely when you do so. I promise it'll work.
I love the idea of the misinformation campaign for the pay to win, just so you have the creator code.
Using my code specifically is pay to win, no one else.
Your code is
though.
your code is the Invermectin of Rivals 2.
Okay, never mind. I'm not about this anymore.
The content code grift.
Yep. The combust is on lock. We're gonna see. The question is always, to use the combust to kill, or do you try to use clone, super clone to get the pressure? In this case, it's the clone to just get back to stage. Big. Oh no, holds in. Oh, I thought.
Ooh, the dash deck crossed up there.
Oh, and the down air. Yeah, that down air flips the person around depending on which hitbox you get. In that case, flipped him to the other side and went clap. You're done. You're done. See ya. We're on to the next stage.
And that clone recruit does not need to be brought back. He needs to get a different clone, because that super clone did nothing for him.
Well, so in that kind of situation, not just the joke, but in reality, that super clone was just because you have to get back, and you have to use the new move of using the clone to throw you just to get back to the stage. It's just a bonus that now super clone is out on the stage with you.
I just don't like the fact that we have changed years, we have changed games, and Raster's still such bullshit.
The inverse of that, I do think that super clone is just strictly better than it was in Rivals 1.
I mean, that's fair, but it does not change the fact that Raster does not need to be number one.
Raster's that kind of character archetype. Again, let no one fool you. This is not Falco. This is, your Meta Knight Puff kind of character. Not quite the same, but like that archetype. That is an archetype that you're either making the character awful, like Puff in Smash 4 and Ult, or you're making them wild, like Puff in Melee or Meta Knight in any number of games.
Yeah, Meta Knight in every game.
Yeah. Like, it is really hard to make that archetype of character, like, not either be really good or really bad. There's very few times it's in between.
I want to talk about Smash 4 Meta Knight so bad right now, but we'll talk about it in between games, because right now Soul
You
Rifle...
are the only one who wants to talk about Smash 4 Meta Knight.
Smash 4 Meta Knight was sick.
Okay. Ooh, I actually really like that. A lot of people would have just opted to pressure the shield instead jumps over. Are you getting this into the combo? I don't think it matters. Are you... Oh, wait.
The reverse, Samuel. The reverse. Oh, but it never cross stage. That sucks.
Yeah. All out on the spot dodge. Doesn't get the sweet spot. And there we go.
Man, this is going to be a best of 5, but I don't think we're going to need all 5. Like, Marlon and Rasser is just on a different level than everybody else, it seems like.
So the problem here is that right now, we've talked about how Soul can play a lot of different characters. So can Marlon, but also, like, what are Soul's other... I have not really seen him play Maple in this game. I've seen Locks, but, like, that's not a better pick right now. I don't know what your, like, option is here if you really have to make a huge change that's not just adapt or play better. What?
You're just dead.
I thought we'd need at least one more, but I guess not. We're just done. All right, on to game 3. I think we're going to see a character swap.
You got to
I just don't know to who. Okay, there we go.
Christmas Locks. So, Soul Rifle has a bedtime. He has a curfew, and we are just assisting with this right now because that's the. I don't see this going well.
Hey, I would love to be proven wrong though. Sometimes it's not just like strictly is this character better or worse. It's also the I need to just change up a fundamental strategy to throw this person off for a little bit. I don't know if Marlon's the kind of person who would be thrown off by that.
Ooh, the back air though.
That being said, I think the force was trickier. I'm seeing a lot more, like when the elephant hits, it hits. When the elephant holds in though, you get comboed a lot. Watching someone fast fall the empty down special is so funny.
Yeah, it's really silly.
He just makes like a big gas thing and then plummets. Oh, that killed! Okay.
Hey, man.
All right. You're not pushing the B button. Instead, it is a 50-50. You always have to wait. I do like that when the game came out, everyone's like, you only ever throw, and that's it. And now, like, you throw 70% of the time, but sometimes you do pummel, and it does pay off, and it is worth it.
And you just burned all of that lava.
But you're back on stage, and that's what counts.
That's true.
The lava isn't just the explosive kill power. Great call out on that tech.
That was so gross. Uh-oh.
Ooh. Not dead yet, but could get a strong punish. No, gets caught on the plat.
That reverse back air midway through that combo off stage was so
very
crazy.
clean.
I thought that meatball was it, and instead you get back forward smash. Oh, okay. All right. I was gonna say where are you going?
Hey.
The jabs and you just die. See ya.
I mean, you called it. You called it. The elephant screams no. Marlon moves on. Specifically, Mid Marlon moves on, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you'd asked me, like, who would you bet on? Would have bet on Marlon for that, but Soul Rifle's always a scary opponent. Speaking of scary, though, let them know who we're about to see here. Let them know. Did I just put you on the spot?
What? No, I was looking at a different tab. This is going to be Zeus to Goose versus LimeWire or Human Lime.
Sorry.
That's how you know we're old, baby. LimeWire.
It's past Bros's bedtime. I'm sorry. LimeWire's very funny. You're just saying words now.
That I am. I see Raganchu in the chat. I wish you could have made it here, man. I would love to see.
What's up, Brad? What's up, Brad?
Oh, you know him like that. You're friends.
I mean, we both came from PM. I gotta.
Also old, got it.
Yep. I also have a 45-minute interview with him at LACS that I'm still editing. It's just all of my footage from LACS is taking way longer to get done than I expected. But yeah, Zeus to Goose versus, as you called them, LimeWire, but Human Lime. We are going to get into it. That will
working their way through this bracket like a virus.
Crag. There we go. There we go. We brought it back. Crag versus Raster. I mean, Human Lime has made a monster losers run here.
You lose round one. You lose round one of top 16, and then you just immediately rip off Iota, Enbad, Kakinga, and then
Cake Assault?
Cake Assault?
Yep.
Excuse me?
That's 4 in a row, but you put the icing on the cake there. Now we're going to see Zeus to Goose.
Ooh, bad joke.
No, I said icing as I realized what I had to finish saying in the sentence. I was like, I gotta lean into it now. I didn't mean it as a joke at first. There was not an intentional pun. It just happened.
Alright. That's a G-Pick joke, though, so we shout that.
It is. Yep, I'm assuming you're just waiting on the connection here. Just totally fine. Totally fine.
I will,
Chat,
I will promise you all that I will be delirious by the time this is over.
That's fine. It's fine. It's almost midnight my time, too. But we've got minimum 3 more sets. This is going to be Zeus to Goose, ZDG, against Human Lime.
I don't know, Wesley. I think with the way we've seen Marlon playing, we may have guaranteed only 3 more sets.
I mean, maybe. Winner of this will play Soul Rifle, and then winner of that will get that run back versus Marlon. Marlon has not dropped a set in ladder, but as far as bracket, when we've got the honest to God double elim, has not even dropped a game yet.
The only person he lost to isn't in bracket anymore, so that's all that matters.
Oh, true. Yep.
Fight your demons just as long as it's not in winner's bracket.
Yep. All right, according to chat, we've got Green Raster versus Lightning Blue Crag.
All right.
Let's see what happens. Oh my god, and holds out on it too. Honestly, I think you have to. If you held in, you're eating that forward air. If you had gotten the reverse down special dunk, I would have thrown up.
Zeus would be the one to get it. Dude, he's been glued to that rock. Did you see that?
Yeah, that was some wild knockback stacking there.
It's crazy looking at Zeus's run because he's basically played against the entire roster this way through. Played against Lox, played against Fleet, played against Force, played against Lox again, played against Zetter.
Hey, you gotta learn how to play the whole cast.
And is now playing against Raster.
Hey, ooh, wait. Triple back air. Welcome back. It's like it was never nerfed. Ooh, good job with the tech there.
Jesus.
One more for the road. Oh my god!
Oh no! All right, get one. Did you get back with
At least you answered back right away, but what was that movement bait?
The movement bait and then the read that only works in one dead language and still somehow hit.
This forward strike only works if you speak Latin.
I was gonna say we're hitting fucking combos in Aramaic right now, okay?
Hey, those are those reads that when you miss, you look so dumb, and when they work, you're like, I'm the smartest person who's ever lived.
And listen, every single Crag main will tell you that they are the smartest person that ever lived.
Mm-hmm. Don't believe any of them, but it's all right.
Don't believe their lies.
Unless it's Jack. Unless it's Jackie Peanuts.
Ooh, he's dead.
All right. There we go. Evens up the stocks, but 112. This bird is 1 touch away from death.
Bird is 2 touches away from death.
Okay, you got the. I mean, it could be just a forward air. Still has not gotten that touch though. That almost was off the top. All right, you're right. You got two.
Bird is
It's
4
not landed.
touches away
It's
from
not
death.
landed. I
Oh,
consider
God.
touch to mean the whole combo. Oh, God, that shield. That shield's so low.
Oh my God.
And the great, the empty, the tomahawk, whatever you want to call it. We got just raw jump into grab, and you're done.
That was sick.
Like I said, I am a huge Zeus fan, but the movement is out, and the movement and the callouts because of the movement are out of this world.
Now, we are reading on a 5th grade level right now. I mean, that is impressive work for Andy Cragman.
It's so I can't believe you're insulting all the Cragmates while trying to compliment Zeus. It's incredible movement. The reads are out of this world. It's like you read a chapter book.
Oh no! Listen, everybody remembers their first Hardy Boys or their first Nancy Drew, okay? But where did Lime go? What happened?
I literally need to see that again. He went from like, all right, I'm attacking you, like, oh, where did...
Oh, Zeus.
You know what? Just ask it again. Where did Lime go?
Zeus, man.
Where did Human Lime go? Because we're only doing best of 5 for winners, finals, losers, finals, and grands. This is still a best of 3, which means Human Lime has to make a monstrous comeback, but that is how it starts.
This is the choose your own adventure book right now, Wisely. How do you want to die?
I need you to stop insulting the reading level here.
I like Goosebump books. I thought he died there.
Someone in chat said this is like Magic Treehouse, which is really funny to me for some reason.
That's such a deep cut.
That's such a good call. What is that's that weird interaction where you get caught under the rock and then still get sent flying as the momentum finally pushes you through.
You just glued to it, man. I want Human Lime to push this to a game 3. I just don't know how Raster does it at 112% without playing out of his mind.
I mean, that's what you do. That's exactly how you do it. It starts with this. Okay. It's trying to stop him from getting there. It's not yet. Red Patch would have done it. We are living in a slightly more honest world for the bird. Do it again, though.
I'm glad that doesn't kill. Nerf it harder.
Oh my god!
Ugh.
Just drops down. He only took like 12%. Almost him off of his own rock. I thought we were just gonna see grab into back throw. Good shield drop. Good shield drop. Sometimes it doesn't matter all the movement in the world, but if you are stuck on the plat,
Somebody take
forward
Zeus to the book fair,
whole
baby.
thing.
It is time for your present.
someone take him. Wait, what was that? Say that
Take him to
again.
the book. Take him to the book fair, baby. We gotta go pick out a new one.
Yeah, time to take Zeus to the library. He gets to pull out his favorite comic book now. He's gonna go read some Calvin and Hobbes.
Man,
What?
Calvin and Hobbes.
What?
Like, I get that your dog is named Hobbes, but like,
It's the first comic book I thought of that wasn't like a superhero.
can't think of a reference from like the 80s.
It is the 80s. Or no, that's the 90s, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Or
Oh man,
classics. I don't know what you want.
we're reading books in the summer times to get our free pizzas. Shout out to Domino's.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, somebody pointed out in chat that Zeus hit the taunt brick, which is where you taunt to break the brick and then fall through the platform, so you get the weird fall.
Yep. I was gonna point out, like, things are moving way too fast right now.
Will points out that it's Pizza Hut, not Domino's. You are correct. That is my fault. It is also very late. And
Right.
I'm 33,
How dare you
so
get
it's
that wrong? I
it's
can't
been a
believe
minute
it.
since I got free
I
pizza
may
from
have
reading the
gotten
book.
actual info about the game wrong, but you claimed that Pizza Hut or Domino's had a reading program. How dare you?
Listen, man, I'm at the point now where I'm in my room. I know what my stuff looks like, and every time I look over in my frame and I see my microphone, I think it's an old like water fountain on the wall for some reason, and I'm like, why do I have that there?
Wait, just from the camera?
Yeah, me looking straight ahead here, and it looks like because like you don't in my view, it just has it like attached to the side of the wall was what it looks like, and so I'm just like, that's neat. When did they put that there?
Dude, we need to get you a better camera if this one is playing perspective tricks on yourself.
Yeah,
that's wild.
Hey, listen, use that creator code money, big Mr. Big Shot.
I am. If this keeps happening, I'll be able to upgrade my computer finally. But yeah, I'll try to get you not a better mic, but you can afford a more than $20 camera for you later.
Hey, listen, every dollar I spent is how many frames per second I get. Okay.
That's not how that works. That's not at all how that works.
I'm sitting here operating in. I'm playing Rivals 1 while you're playing Rivals 2.
You've got the pixels. I have 3D.
So we have made it into our now everything best of 5 range. It's going to be Soul versus Goose. I feel like these guys have had to have played in some online event so far.
I'm sure they have. I'm sure they have.
I'm
I do
really
not know
curious to see how this goes. I feel like I just keep seeing Zeus win things, so in my brain, I'm just like, Zeus probably won, maybe, right?
Oh,
Possibly?
someone's asking. Oh, it's Will in chat is asking if you can. There's still lobbies. Yeah, you can still totally play Rivals 1. Rivals 1 has.
Rivals 1 will never die.
No, it is a fundamentally, like, obviously they come from the same series. There's clear inspirations, but it feels like a very different game. And I think because of that, you will always have people that are down to play some Rivals 1. Especially for characters that aren't even in the sequel yet. But Rivals 1, last I looked, was still getting an average of 600 people at peak every single day. Like 3 months into Rivals 2 existing. It's sick. It's great. Play both games. Mm-hmm. Absolutely play both games.
We're going to have a huge turnout for both at Genesis this year. Like it's the player base is still there. Workshop is still there.
Yep.
If you're not familiar with Rivals Workshop, just pop that into YouTube and enjoy yourself. It is.
I'm sure Workshop
wild.
is part of why there's still 600 people on average as well. But
that's
actually, I'll make a little bit of a teaser now. Rivals of A-1 has its 10-year anniversary this September, which is crazy to think about. But I am very early stages of being like, I should do a special like 10-year anniversary event on my channel kind of thing. So keep an eye out for that kind of stuff. Maybe I'll even talk to FlyQuest. Here we are, though. We're in the top 3 losers finals. It's all best of 5 from here on out. We've seen truly the 2 people that are like, Marlon is obviously putting on a clinic. And we have both been gushing about how good the movement and combo game from Soul Rifle and Zeus are. This is going to be a treat to watch.
Yeah, both players coming out swinging. Are you just dead? Are you just dead? You're dead.
Yeah. I mean, that's one of the things about this matchup is, like, Force does have a lot of ways to get to the stage. If the rock hits you while you're pulling clone, you're just dead. It does not matter.
Listen, man, Cake doesn't play this matchup for a reason. Now, I am curious, too, because, like, we were talking about, like, the matchup history with, like, Soul Rifle and Goose. And I definitely feel like they have played, but it might have actually even been before Fours was out. So it could have been even different characters.
Sure. Actually, I have a question. Do we know what game? I feel like I knew this before, and I just need to remember. Obviously, Soul Rifle came from Rivals 1. Do we know what game Zeus played before Rivals 2 came out? Because Zeus was one of those names that I really didn't see until Rivals 2.
I don't know. I'll wait for chat to fill us in here.
I'll wait for chat.
I know they played Smash 4
well.
I think.
Someone's saying Melee at least, which
I think it's. I don't know if it's the same name, but I think I was chatting with him in chat earlier about how he played Mewtwo in Smash 4. So. Oh, and it looks like Chad is saying that they played recently as recently as a couple days ago, and Soul Rifle won in the Grand Finals reset in the matchup too.
Okay, good to know. Good to know. Ooh. And the roll up, take that. Zeus living clean. Such a good throw. At low percents on fast fallers, it's like, yeah, I have the tech chase throw now. can do whatever I want into down strong or into down tilt.
Great down tilt there, trying to get a little more exposition, and that is it, man. That was so good. I was like, wait, where's the follow-up here?
Thank you, production, for clarifying that Soul Rifle is the one that makes smoke. I was very confused. I could not figure it out.
Smokey and Minty.
No! I genuinely thought he was just dead to the back throw.
I mean, the way he died, I thought it was.
Yeah. Okay. Oh my god, they're scrapping.
Wild call out on that forward smash. But like, I feel like we've said that so many times about Zeus so far.
We have. I didn't even know there was a clone there. I thought that was him.
Zeus did.
Zeus smarter than me. Okay. Yeah, you can pull clone while you're in the smoke, and it doesn't make the same noise. So you just have no idea if you stay in the smoke. You just think that the person's run out.
I did not know that. That's super sick.
It doesn't make the noise. It's silent.
Silent but deadly, wisely.
Mm-hmm. So true. So wise. Whoever coined that was just dead.
Oh! What? I felt that. That was a call it in your soul.
That was
rifle.
Yes. That was just runs all the way across the stage in one jump into the ROA bear.
We get a best of 7, best of 9 for these guys. That was a crazy game.
This isn't grand. This is losers.
No, one of these guys gets to get fed into the machine that is Marlon, so we might as well enjoy this while we can.
We'll see. Oop. Yeah, there we go. I was a little surprised he went for that forward air there. Though I guess I probably shouldn't be surprised whenever Brad goes for forward air.
Jules Veil here. I like platform-wise this choice here, just because like allows Crag to kind of have a little more freedom of options, but Soul Rifle may not give him that opportunity.
Soul Rifle was also pixels away from hitting that down air spike.
Yeah.
Hey,
that down tilt was crazy.
Sometimes you just keep it simple. All right, you're gonna come onto the stage. I've got a giant disjoint here. How are you gonna get past it? Oh, you're not. Ooh.
When was the last time Soul Rifle's been hit? I mean, that grab there was an answer to it, of course, but like, I feel like he was at like 60-some% forever.
But sometimes you just grab
ledge. Sometimes you just grab ledge.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes you don't. Who needs these big fancy combos the kids are doing lately? Sometimes you can just kill them early.
Soul Rifle's the Rival 1 players just going, this is bullshit. Damn ledges.
Every time I see someone just like go for a combo starter and either whiff or you get that kind of situation, which is like, oh, I didn't need a combo. I just kind of threw them off stage and they died. I now think of the Coney clip from the recent Street Fighter Slam where he just gets starting to think my combos are ass. Every single time it just plays in my head.
Ooh, yeah. That backers have to do it, man. That looked like he was going to be able to DI that. Not quite.
Well, it's tricky to figure out. It's one of the moves that you can get pretty consistent to get a reverse. As I say that, cleans it up. We're back to even.
This is what we saw in game 1. Except now the roles have been reversed. I just want this going, man. Zeus is playing out of his mind. Soul Rifle's playing out of his mind. But sometimes you just get down to the end to die.
Yeah. I think Zeus played 2 out of his mind. Just couldn't keep it up. I do need to point out, while we are waiting on this, how are you typing in chat more than some of the actual chatters?
I have dual screens,
commentary.
Daniel. I have dual screens, Daniel. Get with the times.
I have 4 screens. It's not the number of screens isn't what's holding me back right now.
Listen, they said we could have chat pulled up. Chat's talking to me. I'm talking to chat. What's up, chat?
This is the difference between this kind of commentary and like we're at Genesis, we're at Big House, whatever. I never have chat up if it's in-person at a big event. Here, oh yeah, let's make some jokes.
Listen, chat's got a good point. You should be typing 4 times as fast as I am.
I'll have it on my main screen, my 2 different vertical monitors, and then my I've got a not projector. I'm tired. I'm blanking on the word. It hides behind my camera so that I can look right into the camera and talk and read a script.
Listen. Forget your APM. What's your WPM?
Wait.
Words per minute, Sam. It's words per minute. Damn it.
I got that. Anyways, speaking of APM, honestly, it's not that fast of a combo, but I thought he was going to die as I said that. There we go. I tried to make the segue happen. It happened like 10 seconds afterwards.
Your segue was much like the Segway company, and it is now gone.
Mm-hmm. Just straight off a cliff. Yep.
Zeus is doing his damnedest right now to build this lead.
I made a joke, and then I remembered that is actually how the guy died, and I feel a little bit bad now.
Yeah, I tried to move past
that was a dark joke as I said it out loud. My bad. Hey.
Very nice.
Ooh, good call out with the upcape there.
It was like a weird little movement flub too. So I mean, even better to just be that ready for it.
This game has been out for 3 months, and every time I see that row go off stage and just kind of drop is so funny. It's not dead yet because of the smoke. There was able to get a little bit back. Goes to ledge instead, and Zeus just holds on.
Has it really only been 3 months?
Since October, yeah. It's end of October. We got November, December, January.
Yeah, that's 3.
It feels like longer because we had the beta, and then we also had,
true.
Yeah. I'm saying from real, honest to God release. If you paid for beta, you had it for a lot longer. Beta plus demo week plus whatever. It's like, all right, we're like 4 or 5.
Yep.
Because I have written a bunch of scripts that I'm recording for in the next couple of days, I'm very aware of the timings and stuff now.
Ooh, what a roll read.
Yeah.
That near didn't hit.
Soul Rifle's been opting to be the clone that is closer into the stage almost every single time, and I'm wondering if Zeus is going to call that out soon with the rock. But ooh,
that was crazy.
Right. That was a little anticlimactic. Okay.
Yeah, that just from how long that went, that didn't feel like a 2-stock just because you're sitting there and you're living forever. But
it didn't feel like a 2-stock, but also that final stock was just like, all right, they're fighting, they're scrapping, and he's dead. Okay. But, I mean, that happens when you're on Treetop. That happens. That's one of those, because of that stage is so small, you get those weird, we're just done, I guess. All right.
And we might see that sometimes here, too, as well. I mean, with how small the sides of the stage are with Aramata, it can be really, really tricky, even for top players.
Yeah, if you can't quite get back up to where that is, it's because it's got, the half wall, you can't quite make it back. Suddenly you go from my character lives forever to I died at 40. Neat.
You just get stuck in weird situational positions.
I want to double check what Soul Rifle banned, or not what Soul Rifle, what Zeus banned, but also why we went here. I think the layout is good for 4s, but I think I ban both of the stages that don't have full walls or have non-standard walls against Frag, as I think being able to make a pillar totally changes the game for that.
Sure. I mean, then you literally can just say, platform, who needs it? I'll make my own.
Like I said before, a big trick to edgeguarding Crag is you treat where he makes the pillar as the ledge, not the actual ledge. So he makes a pillar, you are going out there to try to swat him, try to take away the resources. Great tech read there, or reaction.
We've seen a lot of those from Soul Rifle too, so very good on Zeus to keep picking those up.
Yep. As far as Crag goes, you can edgeguard Crag, it's just different. You have to think about it differently. That's the part that I'm but on this stage, you can't, because if I overextend, I'm truly dead. Because I suddenly am not getting back at all for here in Harbor.
Little triangle jumps from Zeus as he just moves his way around the side of the stage have been so good.
Yeah. Also, shout out to the tilt boost that was in the middle of that. Just flung himself across the stage.
So fast at grabbing ledge.
He was the other one.
Yeah, dude. Like Zeus was like, "I'm going to throw you," and it's like, "Oh wait, you're the clone."
I was like, yeah, the one that made it back to stage. That's gotta be Soul Rifle. Honestly, as a Force main, I think it was good to take it away. Shoutouts to Rivals 1, where Force could just teleport through the middle of Aramata.
Or through the middle of Craig's pillar.
Yep. It's good that you can't do that. This character's already plenty fine. You don't need to let me side special below this stage and then teleport through the top.
Adam.
Adam. And I feel like this has been solidly in Zeus's favor, but then you look at the stocks, you look at the percents, Soul Rifle's brought it back, we've got the combust, we've got the moves, he's all over the beetle right now.
Oh, I love that, but not quite where you want to be. There's the difference between that 5th grade and 3rd grade reading level for Crags.
Yep. Okay.
Yep, down there, back here.
Back air. Oh, I thought... I thought we were going into the down special. I think that was the mix-up. You hold out because you think it's the down special. You're trying to go in the corner. Instead, you just get forward air.
No mix-up, mix-up.
Mm-hmm.
So Zeus 1 game away from punching his ticket into grands, getting a chunk of this $800 prize pool that we've got going on. And
yes.
Yeah, we got to think about this. I was going to say, are we going to a small stage or are we going to a big stage? Big stage
This
just
is
didn't work, so back to the super small stage.
Huge shout-outs to FlyQuest for running these weekly. Not for Rivals every single week, but obviously, chat, make some noise if you want to see more Rivals in these. But yeah, weekly fighting game tournaments that are all free to enter, that are designed to get you as many sets as you can in ladder, and still have an $800 prize pool.
Mm-hmm.
That's wild. Thank you.
Evan Toy, getting people into Rivals 1 and getting people into Rivals 2. What a G.
Mm-hmm. I do like that anytime FlyQuest has done something, we have started just attributing it to Kevin. Which I'm down to keep doing, so. Ooh, okay, wait. Saga in chat, I'm gonna go buy FlyQuest merch now.
Listen.
The exclamation point at the end really does make it seem like it's shilling sarcasm, but I will choose to believe it. I do like FlyQuest merch, by the way.
Yeah, the green's nice. I'm a big Earth Tones guy.
The green's nice. They tend to do a lot of nice floral, more subtle touches.
Mm-hmm. Very pretty.
Yep. Okay, just slamming on the shield right now. That's a you cannot shield. You almost would rather take that back air instead of having a popped bubble.
Yeah, because then you're at least not guaranteed death.
Yes, exactly.
Right now, that matters so much because Soul Rifle is going out of his way to keep the stock going up. 195 with 4s? You don't live that long.
When Soul Rifle had to play so much more aggressive at that moment, because it's not just time that heals your shield, but it's also if you do shield damage, or if you hit the other person or hit their shield, your shield regenerates faster, which is a change they made in the last month-ish that I'm a huge fan of. Your shield regens slower over time, but faster by doing damage, which is such a sick change.
Okay.
Sumo Dude in chat said, I feel like putting the skin in parentheses is unnecessary unless they're playing the same character. I asked them to do this. I couldn't tell the difference. This is helping me.
Shut up.
I needed this on commentary.
You were getting them mixed up. It's okay. We're both old.
Yeah. Ooh. Okay.
I'm surprised Zeus did not have that reverse roll covered there. That's been the defensive option from Soul Rifle through a majority of these aggressive situations, and he's only hit it once or twice.
Ooh, okay. I say every time I see that pillar break, it's the question of can you get to the wall? How fast? Then that was the weirdest tech roll on the. He was still going up.
Yep. It was almost like an Omsa tech onto the platform.
I mean, I think it was an Omsa tech, but it was weird watching him Omsa tech after traveling up, Wild. Wild.
There's that roll. There's that roll. There's that coverage, too. Dude, smart fella. Not a fart smeller.
Our commentary is so good tonight.
That one tickle you, Sam? That one get you?
Because it was so dumb. That's why. But I mean, I've done plenty of them myself.
Sometimes you gotta pop the boys.
This is so back and forth.
Uh-oh.
The last stop here.
Only at 30% too, but he's at such a risk.
No way. No way. That'll break the pillar. This up has landed though. Has landed.
No! Again, he put the seat up onto the stage, and that's how Soul Rifle goes out. Zeus to Goose feeling minty. Excuse me. Yeah, and now
minty fresh, minty clean. There's a reason this dude is #1 on the ranked ladder. Zeus is putting his stake, putting his name into the Rivals Pantheon. We're seeing a lot of it online. It's only a matter of time before we see it offline. Remember, chat, we were saying before, Zeus has a hard time traveling because of costs. Does have a creator code and does stream, so make sure you're using that code ZDG to help the boy out.
Zeus to Goose, Zeus to Goat. Now he has to take on Marlon, and we'll see how this goes, man. Marlon has been on a different level, and if, Raster Crag is anything like it was in Rivals 1, it was not good. I do want to take a second and talk about Smash 4 Meta Knight now that we have a moment.
Why?
Because it was so cool. Sam, you don't understand. Against against super light characters, if Meta Knight had max rage, you could kill them at 0 with a dash attack. You would dash attack and shuttle loop, and you would just explode.
I mean, I've seen it. I don't buy it that was cool, but it did exist. You're right. You're right.
Listen, do you think reverse hit up B Roy on Jigglypuff is cool?
Yes, but that's because I like watching Jigglypuff die, not because I think it's a cool thing for Roy.
Okay, do you think Rest is cool? Correct answer. That was a trick question.
Okay. You have to remember, I play Ice Climbers in Melee. I don't like fighting Puff. I'm far better at that matchup than I should be. I swing over my head for that one, but we're good.
Hey, while we're waiting, why is Rosa not a puppet character? Excuse me?
I think Rosa, she's close to a puppet character. It's because you put the thing there and then it just stays there, and it doesn't. You're not moving Luma around. It's just like it's there. It does its thing. To me, it's like almost like a pseudo puppet character.
Sam, have you played any of the Ninja Storm games?
No.
Okay, have you watched Naruto?
No.
Okay, so there's a character in Naruto called Kankuro, and Kankuro is a puppet master. You know what he does in the Ultimate Ninja Storm games? He throws his puppet out, and then it stays there. The guy that plays with puppets is a puppet character. You just described the actual puppet master.
Yeah, well, you may have had a great point, but too bad, because I've never watched Naruto.
Yeah, well, that's your
Therefore, I've defeated you in
You look like a guy that has never watched Naruto.
Thank you.
I think that's a compliment. You're probably out here watching some deep cuts. Out here watching some Space Dandy. Maybe out here watching...
I've just only watched like 1.5 anime ever, so it is what it is. I'm not anti the medium. It's not on my radar when it's like I should watch some TV now.
Normally you have to be taller to get radar reception, but that's satellites.
That was a weak swing at a short joke.
Hey, listen, it's not my fault it missed because you were too low to the ground.
That was a much better one. There we go.
I set myself up. It's okay. Oh, that's right. You've definitely watched Ping Pong, right?
No, I've seen Samurai Champloo and like half of Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, and that's it.
You are such a try-hard poser.
What do you mean try-hard? This is not I'm not boasting that I've not seen it. It's just the facts.
As you crack into your hard cider with your exposed brick.
Okay, I do really like the exposed brick.
The exposed
It's like
brick's
what-
sick. I'm not gonna
It's
lie.
like
Every time I
one
see
of my
it,
favorite things about my apartment.
my wife wants it so bad, and we have like concrete in our house, and I'm like, no, it doesn't work like that.
I got so lucky. I got so lucky when I found this apartment. It's got
Mhm.
exposed brick. We've got the hardwood floors. I pay like half of what this should cost in any other places. Just for chat, we're not just talking about my apartment and interior decorating for no reason. The players are currently testing servers to figure out the best one for them to.
No, the chat's planning to move into Minneapolis. We need to know these things ahead of time.
Mm-hmm. That face when your brick is exposed.
I just saw that. I just saw that.
I don't know why that hit me so hard.
I mean, considering the other things that can be exposed, I'm glad it's just your brick.
Got that. I've got the Forsburn skull in the background.
I'm so pissed that you have that and I don't. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm so mad about it. I hit off-brand up every so often, going, "Hey guys,
are you making more?
Skull.
Are you making more? Yeah, no. I don't know. You should have made some YouTube videos a year ago, I guess.
Probably. I should have done that a long time ago, buddy. I've been doing this for way too long.
Genuinely, if you want to do some content, hit me up. I'm down to help you get started on stuff.
Me too. I have enough clips of me whooping on you that I should at least put it together a combo video.
Trust me, plenty of people out there have enough clips of them whooping on me. Me being good at the game is never one of the selling points of my streams or of my videos.
Listen. Do you remember the stream we played on? And you still credit to the fact that you were streaming and that's why it happened. But I think I beat you like 20 or 25 times in a row in Rivals 1. And I was just sitting there, and I'm just sitting there counting, and like we were gonna stop, and then I just put in the chat, I'm like, Sam, I've beat you 24 times in a row. At least let me get to 25.
I do remember this. I could just pull out any John in the book. I was streaming.
You were streaming. I'll give you credit for that.
The sun was in my eyes. I was just learning how to play on box. I'd switched characters. I could have all of them.
I'm sorry. That tickled me. Someone in chat was like, man, what kind of camera do you use? And they responded saying, I use a Leapfrog tablet. It's fucking great.
Chat, thank you. You guys have also been on fire today. I've been having a good time.
Vibe is correct. Claire needs buff. She's not in top 16.
True.
But to answer your question, Turquoise, I use a on-brand web camera. It was $30 at Walmart, and I got it because SBS hit me up hours before an RCS event and said, hey, you need to get a camera, and my puppy had just chewed through my like $150 webcam board. So I was like, well, this'll do.
We'll get you like an Elgato face cam or something. There's a few that are like, you don't need to get a full-on real camera to connect.
Someone said we could tell it was $30. Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, it's $1 for every FPS you get.
Correct. I get $1 per frame.
Mm-hmm.
I also like All Toaster. The sun was in my controller is an excellent John.
I've heard that one before.
The controller was in my eyes.
At least now I can point at our set results when we've played in Rivals 2. Though I'm significantly better at Rivals 2 than I ever was at Rivals 1. But that's because Dan decided to make a game that combined like the engine and characters and mechanics of Rivals 1 and Melee and Project M, and was like, wisely, here's a game for you. Here's your new favorite video game. And it's like, thanks, Dan. You're right. This is everything I wanted, all in one package.
Someone just said that I got my camera half off because I only have 15 FPS. All right, we are in Grand Finals. First place is 400 bones. Second place is $160. We have a $240 money match on the line here, guys.
Sago, it's all right. Kevin told me I was allowed to say it. Olipop is sponsoring this, not Nintendo.
Olipop is very strict.
Olipop really cares about Mario's IP right now.
Ooh, I like that. I'll be there to land on the platform and still threaten.
It is funny that on any of the official rival streams, I'm allowed to be like, yeah, and Stango was a top PM player or whatever, and then it's like, but if Melee's at the tournament, I have to be a lot more careful.
Yeah, no, we were at an event recently, and someone was like, 5 minutes before we went live, they were like, hey, you can't say PM. And I was like, wait, what?
I was like, wait, but half the top 8 was PM players. What do I do? We're started from it.
So Zeus gets the first stock.
Marlon just kills. Okay, all right.
I mean, he was at 140.
He was, and if you hold on that Nair, sometimes that just happens. It's one of those weird moves that's like... Sometimes this is a combo move. Every once in a while, it just kills, though.
We'll say, though, Zeus is playing extremely well right in Marlon's face, too, which is very difficult for Craig to deal with in some positions. So it's very interesting to see these kind of... These characters that can scrap, obviously, would much rather prefer to have a couple extra frames per setup. Yeah, it shows Sumo in the chat saying that Zeus is playing a ton of Orcane recently, and I was like, yeah, that checks out. Part of his like top 50 run, or excuse me, Masters run for all characters.
Hey. See, I think we were making jokes about it earlier. Unfortunately, that is one of the clearest indicators of player skill. Is that I'm doing on stream to get every character to level 50. He's doing on stream getting every character to master. One of us just needs to play for a certain amount of time. The other one actually has to be skillful.
And he's doing it fast too. Like
Exactly.
he did the first one in a day.
I think that covered literally the entire platform.
Covered the entire platform, but the only thing it didn't cover was a get-up attack. I would have been able to go through it there.
Yep.
Excellent work. And that's another one right back. And this is honestly a killer start to this game, but let's have Zeus win set 1 and then we split for set 2. So
I want this to go to game 10 because the sets would be hype. Broso wants this to go to game 2 and then they decide to split because he's very sleepy.
It's been a long day, but at the same time, this is actually a really exciting set, so I'm locked in for this. Like, this has just been so back and forth the entire time.
Yeah, after the
check those roll-ins, Sam. Hold on.
Wait.
That's 2 in a row now that we've seen the roll-in. That may be just enough to cover here. Much like a Soul Rifle, Marlon is rolling in frequently. Living?
No! I thought you were right. I thought he was barely going to live that. Wow. All right. I mean, compared to that winner's final set, I'm really glad that we're seeing Zeus hold this much closer. Like, this is a battle. This is a fight now. This is not like, well, I kind of got ran over. Let's see what happens.
Like, remember when people said Orcane was dead?
Okay.
Orcane's real good.
To be fair, Orcane was buffed significantly since then. I do think that Orcane at the time was still fine. Was maybe more boring to play, but was still all right. I think that the way people talked about Orcane then, or the way that people talked about locks on release, is the way that Edalus is currently. It's just like, I'm sorry for you. I'm glad that people think the character's fun, and I'm sure patches will make it feel better. But I think that's a character I can just hold down and shield and just be like, go on with my day. And it's considering I hated that match in Rivals 1. It's like, all right, something's different.
Yep. 100% agreed on that. However, Marlon is playing this match a lot than we saw game 1. Ooh, nice parry there too.
Oh, wait,
still
what?
Gets that.
And say didn't get the iframe.
Well, he just got parried.
Yeah. Okay.
Ooh, okay. The jump read, the down strong.
Yeah, the move's fast, the move is deadly. Into the rock up top from downtown.
Nice grab. And Zeus has been on these empty ops. These tomahawks are going nuts.
Okay. Let's see here. So he just gets a small extension. Sometimes that's just all you need on the whale dog. Because unless you're getting a true combo into like a blast zone kill, you're just trying to rack up damage so that he has to choose to like go to puddle and you can kill off that or anything. Ooh, wait.
Yeah, when you're stuck in stray hit zone, it is tough.
Yeah, ooh, great job. It's just the fundamental difference of like a lot of other characters. You're like, oh, I'm gonna do this combo. The spots where you're like, oh shoot, I've overextended against a character that can just teleport clear across the screen is just fundamentally different.
Mm-hmm. And then when you have, obviously not the down strong that was in Rivals 1, but that down strong is still absurd in Rivals 2. Like, it's faster than some characters' jab, if I remember correctly. Like, it is quick.
I remember when the Orcane trailer came out and people were counting the frames on Downstrong there, and they're like, oh no, it's the same.
It's a perfect move, man. 7 frames, it kills. What more can you ask for? And after a banger set of game 1, Marlon very, very close to getting a 3-stock game 2.
And honestly, I'm not hugely surprised. This is one of those, like, Zeus is amazing. I fully expect to see some adaptation. But it is when you, even between top players, when you look at like, skill gaps and skill levels, the number of times someone will have a close game 1 and then they will blow the other person out of the water. And it's like, yeah, there's levels to them. I have reads on all of these different things. Time to implement them.
I don't know, man. All I'm seeing right now is Zeus is very close to bring this back.
I mean, this stock has been great, but 117, like, is it too little too late? Oh my god! Oh! The empty movement into Ray with the down strong. Yep, exactly. That's what I'm talking about. Ooh, he's running it straight through. Hey. So what is the ban here? Oh, right, because we're in lobbies, we don't see the bans. Right, that's something they said they're adding. Because we don't have it the same way as...
I feel like we're going to go to a small stage, rock wall, most likely. I had to just make a wager, throw a dart out there at the board. All right, it's the other one. All right, I was close.
We got the vibe correct.
Oh boy. Someone's dying down here. I don't know which. Neither, okay.
Well, I honestly also agreed.
It looks scary for both people.
Yep. I know there's a clip of Craig just doing that and then just like jabbing the person into the wall over and over again, so they couldn't get out. But that was the patch where before you could tuck some of the softer hits into a wall. All right,
and
that is why we're on Treetop.
That is correct. I was just about to say. I was like, that is why we're here.
We're on the forest floor. It's a treetop. That does not exist in this game yet. This is a tree. It's definitely the tree bottom.
Well, Zeus is at the treetop now.
Yeah, I know. Zeus saw the treetops for a brief moment and then went sailing past them.
So, I mean, this is kind of the question here, like, what all does Zeus need to change over? Because, like, it's not a matchup different one. Marlon is just playing out of his mind right now.
That's
like,
the problem.
That's really...
It's not just what does Zeus need to do that's different. This is everybody. Everybody. Like, Zeus has a lead right now. I would still be like, yeah, but Marlon will likely take the game. Like, that's how it feels. That's how dominant he's been. It's one of the reasons that people are saying, like, Cake without the shackles of online and Marlon is going to be, like, just such a wild, crazy match.
Yeah, it will feed families in 2 weeks. I cannot wait, but it does look like Marlon is in position to clean this up. Zeus with a slight lead right now. I want him to get a game, but Marlon is just playing hot.
Well, that's why I was like, Marlon literally is down in stocks at one point, and I still would like put money on him to win not just the set, but the game.
Down here. Howard.
Ooh. Honestly, great job just dropping down. A lot of people would have panicked and would have stayed on the stage. Oh, I think that didn't killed yet. Great job. Great job. Uses that back hit, like, I think it's Nair 3 or 4 on the spin in order to combo straight into it. Super good edge guard there.
We've got the 1. Can we get the 2 and the 3?
I mean, we are going to try our best. Zeus is going to put up a hell of a fight, but it's going to be hard. It's going to be difficult.
Oh,
that was a wild pause screen. Yep.
I was about to sit here and like talk about Hidojo, and I was like, okay, yeah, this makes sense.
Maybe they go back. We don't know why they restarted.
They're talking about it.
Mm-hmm. All right, we're going to the Godai Delta. Okay, so they're just kind of jockeying for position right now. Well, I said that, and apparently the one jockey's come out in the lead.
All right.
I love the little shimmy before just doing up throw.
Elkis points out that that win from Zeus is actually the first time somebody's taken a game off of Marlon in months.
It's not the first time someone's taken a game off of... Someone took a set off of Marlon earlier, but it was in not a double elimination bracket. I
think it might be a different context.
Yeah. Yes, okay, there's also that.
I think that's...
Yeah, it was Zeus. Yeah, it was. Okay, I was right. That was Zeus that a set from Marlon in ladder. But I mean, I've heard this. I used to, my local melee scene used to run a ladder weekly, and it was one of those things where it's phenomenal for players because they get a ton of matchup practice and you get a ton of experience. Just a wild call out there. All right. But you would always see a few more weird upsets in the ladder because it's just not quite the same pressure. It's like definitely more pressure than ranked or casual, and not quite as much as like the double elim. If I don't win this, I am in losers or going home.
That was a really scary situation there. He does manage to get back to the stage, but we are in the spin cycle, baby. Rinse, wash, repeat.
Okay. Ooh, old option, honestly, going for colorless there.
Not great DI, but still lives. Like,
never mind. We still continue it. You see the bouncy castle for a brief moment. Jab, another one, another one. Oh, never mind. You got grabbed that time.
And this really is it. I mean, it's lock in or go home time for Marlon. I'm sorry, for Zeus. I mean, really for both, but right now for Zeus specifically.
Well, it's lock in and stay home. It's just a matter of who's going to be sad in their room and who's going to be happy.
Zeus is a happily married man. He has a lot to look forward to. Honey, I beat the children at the party game. That's great, Peter.
Hey, this is no longer a children's party game. This is a children's fighting game.
True.
This is a fighting game first and party game second. I'm trying really hard to not say farting by combining party and fighting, and it's really hard. I'm tired. That
combo, on the other hand, was not hard.
That will clean it up. I cannot believe that's what I was saying at the very end of the set. It's a long night. It's late. We are tired. Congratulations to Marlon there, looking absolutely dominant. That was phenomenal play. Dropped one game, the entire top 16. Dropped the set to Zeus earlier and latter, but I mean, absolutely showcase why we should be terrified of this man come Genesis.
I just want to shout out all the grinders out there staying up with us till 1:30 in the morning. Grand finals ended, and then I got the Steam notification that Gakinga was getting back on Rivals 2. And I was just like,
still in
type
chat,
shit,
yeah.
We're out here. We're grinding.
Yep. Remember, everybody, thank you so much for tuning in. We had like over 200 people watching the entire evening, and that's just on Twitch. I know that this is one of the tournaments that's multi-streaming on YouTube. They even had a Twitter stream. Like I said, make huge shout outs for FlyQuest for running this. Absolutely make some noise. We want to be unavoidable for things like here and Evo and Combo Breaker and all the events that's like, yeah, we want to be here. We want to make sure that we're not forgotten. Thank you guys so much for hanging out, for tuning in. Brosa, any last words here?
Yeah, good night. But no, this was super fun. I had a great time. This is pretty late my time, and I still would do this over and over and over again every single time. I love Rivals. I love the Rivals community. Didn't give my my A game here, but was still a really, really fun time. Of course, if you guys are interested in keeping track of my travels and watching me complain about the Bengals, you can follow me at Brosa FGC. Of course, you can follow
You do
at
complain
Wisely.
about the Bengals a lot.
Listen, it's complain about the Bengals and anime titties. Like that's my timeline. That's what you're in for. Sign up at your own risk.
Yep. There's a reason I have retweets muted for you, and I've told you that directly already.
I am muted by a few people. Of course,
I only have retweets muted for you.
more importantly, check out at Wisely. He is at Wisely on everything at this point, and then use the Wisely code whenever you go to buy something in the chat. I know I do.
Thank you.
And I want to make sure that this man can keep the lights on. We got to make sure he can get out to events, and then eventually afford to fly to Turkey for a hair transplant. But that is another day and another.
I like how I look. I don't need hair. It's fine. If someone's going to make me taller, though.
You clearly have more than enough hair to go around. Like I see the little chest peak you've got going on right now. It's the nice late night hours.
Yeah.
You're a furry little boy, Wisely.
There's at least one person in the official Rivals Discord that the one time I've looked for my name there because MSB said to. There's at least one person every time I wear like a tank top, we'll talk about it in the chat there, and it makes me feel very weird. I don't like it. But anyways, I'm like, I don't like that you keep pointing this out. I just like wearing tank tops sometimes. Anyways, yes. Thank you for shouting out the code. Also, I know Marlon has one. I know Zeus has one. I genuinely think it's a really sick thing that we are now able to be like, hey, not just like, oh, that person's streaming, go sub to them. Things like using the codes adds up so quickly. This is literally a like, I know that the pace will slow down, but if the current pace of people using my creator code keeps up, I would be able to go full time on doing content and make twice as many videos, stream way more often. Like, it has been that much of a huge difference for me in the 3 days that it's been live. So thank you all so much for the support on that.
Anyways, guys, it is almost 2 a.m. my time, so we're going to call this a night. And shout out to FlyQuest. Shout out to Kevin for reaching out to us. It was super weird and super surreal for me to just see that DM, and it's like, hey, I'm Kevin. And I'm like, fuck yeah.
You messaged me, you're like, PP, you messaged me. And I'm like, yeah, I told him to message you.
It's one half of Pew Fat in my DMs right now. This is sick. All right. Later, y'all.
All right. We'll see you around later. I'll be at Genesis. So will Brosa. Good night.
Yeah, of course.